do still have some chips to eat.
You still have some chips? Oh dear. Well, I don't think. Yeah. I mean, I don't think the two people who watch the stream.
Mushroom up. Just mushroom up.
One of them's me.
Just mushroom up.
And I think one of the other ones.
Literally, right? Just mushroom up. Mushroom up into a ball. Mushroom up into a ball and just put them in your mouth.
There's like one whole portion left.
Yeah.
One whole portion. How many portions did you get?
2, and Joanne had some.
Oh, okay. Like when you say there's one whole portion left, it makes me think that you bought like 5.
One of my many.
No.
Now suddenly it says we are not receiving any data, which is fantastic. I'm not sure exactly why. Oh no, I'm back. Right. I don't know why that. I will keep my eye on that. I hope that doesn't happen again. That'd be annoying. Well, anyway, so yes, welcome back, everyone, and I hope you had a good week. So I suppose we'll get started, shall we? So this is a exciting session. So when the Clive 5 last left off, you had just found a sort of strange little artifact in a crystal underneath, far deep within the mines of the town of Ratford, which is just on the outside walls of Barathon. And Scrimshaw decided to have a look in there, and he found some interesting potential out of it. And returning back after being chased back to the what's it called, the Oak Bull, the headquarters of the Strangers, being chased back by the Black Hand. I can hear myself for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. I think that's because that's just quite loud. That's fine. Don't worry. So yes, you made your way back, and it's sort of a weird, strange turn of events happened. You discovered that Massa Mantha, the head of the Strangers, was a dragon. You also discovered that I'm not sure what else you discovered. There was a whole bunch of weird stuff happening in that session. So anyway, you find yourselves, the Clive 5, injured, hurt, hungry, ready for rest. In the Oak Bull, the tower, and what would you like to do as you are standing there?
Rest, please. I'm on 1 HP.
Okay, so I think we last left off like halfway through a conversation with Massa. So is there sort of, I mean, I think the question you asked was what happened to you, which is the last thing that happened. But is there any other questions you want to ask? Specifically or anything like that?
I have a couple.
It was a strange point to leave off last session halfway through, but you know we had to end it at some point. Yes. So Gideon, what would you like to?
So how big is she, by the way? Just as
well, she's shrunk herself back to human form.
Okay.
But she at her biggest, she was maybe 100 feet head to tail.
Okay. So I was going to shout, so I'm saving your ears by not. Massa, we found a strange scroll in the mine below Ratford. Sorry, beg your pardon. We were wondering if you had any experience reading Abyssal, the language.
She says, "I don't speak the language, but I could always give it a look for you. I don't know exactly. A scroll, you say?"
Yeah, it was.
Well, it's more like a telescope. I'll show you firsthand.
Right.
You know, get it out and hold it out.
She takes it and she looks at it, inspects the sort of the raised sort of silver and gold ridges that are along the side of it, and saying, "Well, you are right. This is Abyssal." Looking inside it, she sort of stops herself and says, "I've no idea what this is. If you give me 10 minutes, I might be able to discover perhaps what it is."
Really comprehends.
Yep, of course.
Okay, so she casts. She doesn't cast Identify. You recognize Gideon. She casts a slightly higher level spell, setting it down on the table, and you see her hand begin to sort of give off sort of sparks of blue, like cerulean blue arcane energy as she sort of waves her hands over it. And after about 10 minutes doing this ritual, she picks it up and she says, I've only heard of these things in legend. I've never heard of these things before. I've never seen one of these things before now.
I mean, care to share what it was?
This is it has lots of names in lots of different languages. In your language, it's best described as an elder box.
Oh shit! This is it, guys. This is what I was on about. My book. I kind of scramble for my book and get it out and kind of hold it up to Vondel, Morna, Ritok, and Scrimshaw. Look. See, it says it there. Elder box. This is what all of the baddies are after.
Oh dear.
Let's keep it away from them.
Well, hopefully they have no way of actually locating it. Because
well, from what I've heard from the legends, elder boxes, they aren't simply magical tomes. They aren't simply magical objects. They can be best described as harboring the essence of a god within it. These are not light. These are not toys. These are not light.
What god?
Well, there's many different of these boxes around. A lot of them came after long ago. There was a series of wars in the heavens, and a few of them got trapped away in these objects.
So what god is it?
Well, I don't know particularly.
Oh.
It's more the essence of a god rather than a specific one.
I mean, I guess
you could use. Well, people have attempted in the past to try and use these objects to become gods themselves.
I'm guessing that this particular box is not a.
Are you there? Hello?
Will be
Matt,
Hello.
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 I think
you cut out mid-sentence.
Oh dear.
So this particular box is not a
good god, because the language is in Abyssal, right?
That was very
that seems
smart.
a bit judgmental.
Johan, who sat on the edge of the table, he says, or it could have been a bad god who put a good god inside it.
That is also very true. Yeah, I like you, Johan. You know your stuff.
Wait, so
It
there's
goes back to
a god
reading his
inside
book.
it? Wait, that star, is that a god?
Massa sort of turns to you and says, "You looked inside it."
Yes. What else do you do when you find something like this?
She smiles.
No, seriously, what else do you do? I'm new to this. Is there something else that we should be doing? Because that seemed reasonable to me.
Well, I suppose I've lived long enough without sticking my. I mean, to be fair, I just looked at it a moment ago, so but I didn't see any star or anything in there. What you said?
What did you see?
It was just black.
Wait,
Maybe it's your boy.
Gideon, you looked in here before, didn't you?
No, I've not looked into Scrimshaw.
Well, I swear I showed it to someone.
You looked at it yourself. You handed it back to me. I don't remember looking at it.
Gideon never actually had a chance to look in it. But you had.
Oh, okay.
I'll have
I
a
guess-
look. I can tell you if I see a star.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have a look.
Okay, you look inside and it's just completely black.
It's just completely black.
Out of game, Mike. We have the you had a description for it that I read. Does Gideon know that? The content of that description?
No, only Scrimshaw does.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. So Scrimshaw,
So do I know exactly what it does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can sort of guess that you saw it. You feel somehow more lucky for today. Massa says, chances are that whatever you looked in, it's only a small window opens just for a moment. for one person. The power inside this item is so strong that if it got into the wrong hands, if you misplaced it or anything like that, it could change the world as we know it. And there's more than one of these items. The chances are that there are others there. The chances of you finding something like this in such circumstances. Also, you have to understand the use of something like this. This is not something that just gives you power or influence or strength or intelligence. It can change the world around it. I'm sure wherever you found it, it must have corrupted the world around it in such a way.
Well, we found it in a a giant tilestone.
But there was something else there.
As tall as Ritok and as wide as well.
But you remember what was above it?
Vondel.
Scrimshaw. The thing above it was
some...
definitely not natural. And if that's the type of power this god's leveraging, we need to be real careful.
Perhaps we should only use it when we must.
Yeah. Is there anywhere we can store it?
This tower is... I mean, it is probably the only place you will be able to keep it. You cannot take this out of here.
At some point we'll probably leave the city. We are only able to get back to this tower from within the city, correct?
Yes.
So once we leave the city, we may need to leave this behind.
Johan looks up from his book again and he says, well, I suppose a pocket dimension is the best place for it. Unless you can think of somewhere safer.
Don't we have one of those?
Yeah, you can
Well,
keep it in there.
inside the haversack. It's hardly secure, is it?
Doesn't feel very safe.
No, I don't think that's very secure.
You got any ideas, Vondel?
I'm in favor of leaving it here when we go. I don't think
Oh, I've got an
it'll be
idea.
nowhere near as safe as anywhere we can store it as it is here.
I could always... It's a scroll, right? Looks like a scroll. I could
It
always
looks
use
like a
as
scroll
quarterstaff.
case.
Could be my new
It's not,
quarterstaff.
it's not big enough for that. it's maybe like a foot and a half, maybe maximum. Like that's how long it is.
I feel like
A bit more like a nunchuck.
I feel like trying to bonk someone with this would be like trying to stab someone with some Ferrari keys.
Yeah. What's a Ferrari?
Why specifically Ferrari keys?
I don't know, Ferraris are expensive, right?
They're keyless entry now, surely. Right, anyway, we'll go
Even
back
less effective.
Right. Okay. So, Master says, I hate to, until you can discover some way of utilizing this, or even destroying it, or getting it out of the way. There's no way we can. There's no way in good conscience I can let you go around with this item because you will be a target almost immediately.
Nah,
May
keep
I-
it. No, don't
We know
keep
the black.
it.
We know
Keep
the
it
Black
safe.
Hand's after it, so it's probably best to keep it here at least. Yeah, at least for the time being.
May I ask why we should trust you to keep it here?
Well, that's just something you're going to have to trust me on.
I don't think we have a choice.
I think you're right, Morna. I don't think we have much of a choice either.
Look. If this got in the hands of the Black Hand, the power they could get out of this. I mean, people have used these things as weapons, not just as trying to elevate themselves to godhood. They've used them as weapons. They've tried to destroy whole countries using them.
Could be used as a quarterstaff.
The amount of
don't
energy
think they use
inside
it
this object is so great that if I misplace it, if I mishandle it, or it corrupts the world around it, it's only going to affect this tower. But if that gets into the wrong hands out in the real world, I don't know.
I say we smash it.
Let's not do that. That would be very bad.
Roll up new characters.
Was that Ritok talking there?
Yes.
All in favor of Ritok not going near it.
I.
Okay.
That's not very nice.
Neither's you trying to smash it. Anyway.
Smash you.
Most of that, I think the rest, I'm actually untouched. But the rest of us, rest of my party's a little bit worn from today's adventures. Do we have anything more to discuss before getting some rest?
I don't think so.
I would ask, Professor Metherick says, I would ask that, although this isn't the stranger's ultimate goal, but destroying the influence of the mind flayers into the sewers would be best done sooner than later. Who knows when?
Well, we could do it tomorrow if you want. Probably, right?
We could probably fit it into our schedule. I'll pencil it in.
Massa says,
Good chat, use a pencil.
if you do that soon, then you might, if it helps, we can try and get sorted on destroying the Black Hand, or at least lessening their influence in the city.
Sick.
Oh, we didn't get around to how you ended up trapped in here.
She says, well, it's a long story, and I've been here for a very long time. Before humans settled on this continent, there were a series of wars between your kind turning to Vondel and the Sidon, or as you say in common, dwarves and elves. I was an ambassador from Khaira, far away in the sort of east of Eshmalan, and my plans were to stop the destruction of the city of Mirasath. But I was intercepted by an elf and trapped in this tower. Back then, this was just a tiny little farming town, but it didn't matter to me. I was trapped here. I assume the elf who trapped me here died long ago. The chances of me ever getting out of here probably died with him.
But how does that make you a dragon?
Oh, I was always a dragon.
Oh, I see. Of course, that's the obvious detail, guys.
I trust that's what made you the target.
The Khaira Concord, they was the organization I worked for. We were peacekeepers, and we tried to settle this conflict, but that is hated by both sides.
Khaira Concord, I've heard of those once before. Some of the in the orphanage, they used to say stories about dragons to the southeast of the continent. I'd love to visit it, guys.
I've heard of them before too.
You sound like you have a good. You sound like you don't have a good relationship with
I've only heard bad stories from them, but probably not all bad. So, I don't like to judge. Many different types of dragons, I think, in my stories.
Well, I'd love to see them.
Good and bad. Yeah. Well, anyway, I won't stop you if you need to get your sleep.
Yeah, big day ahead tomorrow.
I would recommend, if you prepare any spells, you prepare them for a fight.
Yes, I'll have a think about what I need to do. I believe that we have we have this arrow, and I have to make sure it lands.
Our character pick, Mike, we did agree upon that spell, didn't we?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. It was just protection from good and evil. I guess I do that while we're sleeping or something.
50 gold.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, anything else anyone wanted to do before you have a long rest?
So, towards the end... So, can we take, 9 hours? And in the last hour... actually, I don't really need a long rest. I just need short. But basically, a bit before we are about to leave, towards the end of a short rest, I'd like to cast Hex and Armor of Agathis, so I have those already up.
Okay.
and then rested.
I think I'll do the same with mage armor if that's okay.
Right, so you have your long rest. Sleep in this closed off pocket dimension tower. No sun, no moon. But you lie there and you get what you assume is about 9 hours rest. Doing all your daily ablutions, and getting prepared and preparing your spells and writing them down and all that stuff. And the next day comes to you. Do you want to head there straight away, or do anything else?
Guys, I need to ask a quick favor before we go to the sewers. My spell, Protection from Good and Evil, to help you guys out. I need holy water. Vondel, you might be able to help me with this, but I was thinking that maybe Father Bound might be a good place to start. You can bless the water maybe, and then I can use it on you guys.
Maybe. Vondel, do you have any holy water?
Yeah.
Got any? Unfortunately, I don't carry it with me.
I know some holy people do.
I don't know if you have the ceremony spell. You can do.
I don't have ceremony. No.
I mean, we could always just get some water and give it to this guy. I mean, if he's friends with Master, I mean, it'd be fairly easy to maybe get him to help us.
Actually, it takes iron and stuff as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, or powdered silver and iron. So if you have a component pouch, and it's not a specific gold amount, so it can just be any.
Okay.
That'd be fine.
Okay, so I mean, we could just maybe look at them quickly.
Yeah, I think we should be okay.
Do you have a component pouch?
Well, you do.
Oh, I don't.
Should do.
Oh, I do. Oh, you're right. I do. You're right.
You may.
I do.
Can I borrow yours?
Well, in which case, actually, because you, I do have that spell prepared. Well, I do have that. I do know that spell. Just in case, could you just lend me a pinch of?
I like Salt Bay Flick. That's the iron on. Alright. I'll find. Do you have like a pouch or something you can receive it?
I'm sure I'll have something.
Okay. Alright, I'll do that.
Put it in my crossbow bolt case. Because I don't use my crossbow anymore.
Alright.
Okay, so you head out. Where do you head out in the city of Barathon?
Should we go to the well?
Yeah, I suppose as close to the well as we can.
Okay, so you sort of will it as you're heading down the long descent.
Sorry, we did get a map of the sewers, didn't we, from Professor?
Yes. He. Oh yeah, that's true. That's right. You can follow it to an entrance which is closer to where he says is the.
Okay,
Which isn't actually that far away from the well, to be fair. Okay,
Does
so
that have a... Sorry, Karen.
No. Ask your question. I'll...
Does it have a map of the underground bit as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, guys. So you make your way down into the canal district, the sort of back alley streets. The rain now. The weather is getting pretty heavy. Like, it's been stormy for the last couple of days, but it's now going. Like wind is blowing. You can't even see the rats scurrying that normally would. Even they've decided to hide away. And the sort of the smell flowing up of the sewers is like there's just smell of waste and rubbish and rotting meat. It's all churning up with that sort of weird rain smell as well. And you come to the area where you know that descends into the sewers. There's a sort of a manhole cover that you can open up. Which is close enough for walking distance to where you need to go.
Cool.
Okay, so you're going to open it up.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
marching order. What marching order do you guys want to go in?
I
Go
vote.
first.
Richard
Right.
first, you saying?
Oh yeah, Rick first.
I was going to say Vondel first, but
No, I think it's
It'd be
best
good
if
to have
everyone
Vondel
goes
in
in
the
the middle. Yeah.
okay.
So that we
Save.
can all be affected by the aura.
Okay, Ritok, then who?
Probably.
Scrimshaw?
I'm going to be using my bow.
Okay. Then
So
maybe
probably not
Moana.
Maybe
Morna.
Morna, yeah.
Okay,
me then
Ritok, Morna, Vondel, Gideon, Scrimshaw.
Okay.
Okay. So you begin to descend the ladder, and the sound now immediately, the sound of the sort of squeaking of rats begins to scatter away from you. All the rats seem to have hidden in the sort of the crevices inside the sewers, and it echoes off the walls, mixing with the sort of the weird dripping noise of the sort of gushing of rain that's come down the gutters into the sewers. It sort of slaps, the sound slaps off the embankments into the sewage underneath, and you notice that all the sewage is just flowing in a direction, as sewers do. It is really dark down here. There's no natural sources of light, so only those with dark vision can make out really anything. So, do you want to make some lights or something?
I was just going to say, now would be a good time to put your helmets on.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yes. That's yeah.
What was the benefit? What was the bonuses for the helmets? Again.
So you have. I didn't write them down actually. You have advantage on intelligence checks, and if there's an intelligence contest, you have equivalent of a +5. Okay. Or like you're 5. You're effectively 5 intelligence better.
Oh, I suddenly feel much smarter.
Yeah, it doesn't actually make you more intelligent.
Professor, right?
In the terms of the game, it makes it that way. Okay, so you. So from what you can see with the by the way, lights actually. Gideon.
I was just going to say, guys, do you want me to put the lights on?
Well, I think they can see regardless. So
they probably already know we're here, so I guess it's probably fine.
Yeah, we'll only be at a disadvantage if we don't.
Okay, I'll cast it then. So I say these words. I'll come up with some words at some point in my mind, and these 4 little lights kind of protrude out. It's kind of shimmering, kind of silvery lights come out, light up.
And you're sort of guiding them out so that it covers all of you in light, so you can all see.
Yeah.
See as far as you as feasibly could. Okay, that's fine. So from what you can see from down here, a few pipes around you from where you descend into the sewers are transporting sewage into the area, and then it flows off further ahead. So as you march on down into the sewers, I could change the music. Yeah, let's change the music. So marching off
for anyone.
What's that?
Sorry.
Hardly.
It's not working for me for some reason.
Oh, it's working for me.
Just resend you the link.
Yeah, if you just restart it.
I got it now.
Oh.
Okay.
Right, so marching on foot by foot, the squeaking of the rats that are all around you sort of subsides until all you hear is the squelching of your boots on the overflow of sewage that's come up onto the sides of the sort of the walkway. Gideon and Morna, you do suddenly hear from the pipes around you, hear like a creaking, like a far away that begins to build up from within these pipes. It almost sounds like the pipes are just suddenly carrying weight, and as you sort of stand and listen to it, it makes sort of rhythmical like noise, like.
Can I ready as an attack spell?
I'm gonna be like, guys, I think there's someone here. Wait.
Just gonna knock an arrow. Look at the pipes.
Sword is drawn. Ritok has got his axe ready to swing.
Okay, so you begin to hear it. It starts to build up, that, and then you hear a slight over the top of everything. As it gets louder and louder and closer to you, you begin to hear. You begin to hear sort of the marching of some sort of mechanical feet and clockwork almost machines coming through the pipes. So if I move the thing to you guys,
Vondel, is this anything similar to what you heard the other day with Ritok?
I don't know. I can't see over the big oaf.
Okay, so as you turn, so they're coming from these pipes over here, by the way. Okay, so you hear the as they get closer and closer.
Which way were we going? Assuming the way that Ritok is.
You were heading, this direction.
Okay, let's move. Let's move. Keep going.
Okay. So as you begin to move off, if you just stay there, you do begin to hear as a couple of things begin to drop down out of the pipes, and you see dropping down out the pipes. There's sort of these clockwork constructs, Morna, that Vondel and Ritok you had seen before, and a couple are larger than the others, carrying glaives of some description, and one steps forward that holds an intellect devourer, which is sort of like on its back, just like wriggling its legs, and it just crushes it, and purple blood just sprays across the walls, and then they just slowly begin approaching to you. So if you want to roll initiative.
Wait.
Okay,
Sure.
so-
Did you bring that scroll with you?
No. Oh. Okay.
Do you? Okay.
I can still feel the effects. I don't need to be holding it.
Cool. Just checking.
That's correct, right?
What's that?
I don't need to still be holding the
Oh,
elder box.
Did you do it today though?
Well, we got back during the day, didn't we?
Oh, I think
Yeah, but you had a long
So
rest.
it'll still be the same day.
Do you want to change? I just did Ritok
If-
twice by 4 times by accident.
If he
It would
felt
be-
if he felt it wear off, then he would have done it again. Okay,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll allow it. It's fine. You didn't clarify though. That's all right.
I need to change
Yeah.
Ritok's 1 to 11 if that's okay, because that was
11.
wrong.
Okay.
I did.
Oh,
I did
sorry.
I did it 4 times by accident. There we go.
That's 4 times. Nice. Just get it. Just do it until you have to do it.
Ah!
Until it gets a decent roll.
Wait.
Yeah.
I definitely clicked on my character. It's not come up.
23.
Oh,
It's at the
there we
bottom.
go.
If it didn't come up, you have to do it again.
There we are. Right. Good. So as you begin to see these clockwork constructs jumping down into the sewage sort of around you, they begin to turn to you and start approaching more. Now, what do you do?
I'm gonna. Wait. Do these ones, the different tokens, do they look?
So these ones are slightly larger and they're carrying like glaives than these ones. These ones are sort of small. They carry sort of like a couple of clubs. Like people, some just have their fists out. They sort of like look like a bunch that are just ready for a scrap.
Okay. I'm gonna go to this one.
Okay.
And go for that boy.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
Does it hit?
What did you get? 10. That does not hit, I'm afraid. So,
Classic.
clang, clang, just this like ring goes around outside the the sewers as they all just begin to turn to you, just like looking at you, sort of with their strange, lifeless eyes. Right. What? 21 does hit.
Yeah.
We would hope.
8.
All right, how much is that? Sorry.
8 damage.
8 damage. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Your second attack does manage to reach something not entirely, not entirely mechanical. It sort of like pops a spring, like it clangs off, but
Okay, cool.
it doesn't do a whole lot.
I realised I've just run out here by myself, so I'm actually going to run back to the group. I
Are you
might
going to
just
disengage? Yeah.
no, I'm gonna just run back. I know I'll take an opportunity attack, but I'd
Okay.
rather not use a key point.
That's 20.
That does hit. Oh god.
So that's 8 damage.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay. Right. So you begin to watch as these clang down
Oh, wait.
and
Oh my god, I had a bonus action. Oh, I've completely
well, your
forgot.
bonus action disengaging you.
No, I didn't use the key point.
Oh, right.
Well, it's too late now. Don't worry.
Okay, it's fine. If you want to take your go, you're welcome to.
Okay. Can I go back to the machine?
Yes, you'll still take
Retcon.
still take the attack of opportunity at the end there.
So I can't just retcon it.
No.
Okay, don't worry then.
I'm
No, that's
afraid.
what I meant. There's no point.
Oh, right.
Don't worry.
Okay. Right. No, don't worry then. Yeah, they begin to march up, and you watch as this one, who has dropped down in the sewers on the other side, just effortlessly just jumps across. And comes up to Scrimshaw. This one comes up to Scrimshaw, and then these ones. How far is this? Okay, you can only go there. So he jumps over there, and then this one is just going to sort of march down there. Right. Okay. So these two are going to make 2 attacks against you, Scrimshaw.
What, 2 each, or?
No, just 1 each.
Oh, okay.
Natural 20 on the first one. Holy shit.
Owie.
So that's 12 damage on the first one, and that's 6 on the second.
Okay, so 12 and 6. So my armor of Agathis is down, and they each take 15
Okay.
full damage.
as they just lunge towards you, their hand just begins to freeze and as it sort of shatters and shards of ice glass sort of begin to fall onto the side of the sewers. Right, okay, so that's their turn. You okay?
Yeah, it was 12 and 6, right?
Yep, 12 and 6.
Okay, gotta do this manually.
He rolled a natural 1 on his crit with his D8, so that was fun.
He hits you with his stumpy hand.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's these two, so these larger ones. So he's just gonna sort of just walk down there. He's just gonna make his way. He's just gonna make his way there, and then this one's gonna come here, and he's gonna attack Gideon. Yeah, he's gonna attack Gideon. Oh, that's 7. That's not good. That doesn't hit, does it? Gideon. I don't know. I assume 7 doesn't hit anyway. I don't know what it matters.
I don't think 7
Yeah.
does.
He's got mage armor
Right.
as well.
Yeah. Okay. So Scrimshaw.
Right. I have my
Matt says I am here.
bow out, which is not ideal.
Nope.
Nope, can't hear you.
So I am going to pull out my longsword, which I have the hex thing on, not the packed weapon on.
Right.
And take a swing at this boy, the one in the middle, the one that's already.
Okay.
So this only is. I'm going to do it two-handed because I don't have a shield on.
Okay, that hits.
And ignore the 1, ignore the 4 because that's hex, which I haven't applied to him.
Okay.
And
So it's just 7 then.
second one. Ooh,
Oh, natural 20.
nice,
Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so that's 15. So you watch as he just collapses with your second attack, and he just collapses into a sort of a whole bunch of nuts and bolts that scatter across the floor.
Okay, and that's it for me.
Okay, Ritok. So for a while, he's like, I'm going to exploring, guys.
Actually, bonus action, I'll apply my hex to the big guy.
Smash!
Did you not bonus action with the
Oh, whoops.
second attack? Oh no, that's yeah.
No,
fine.
that's
All right.
second attack, longsword.
Okay, so right, cool.
Right.
All right, Ritok.
What's his movement speed? 40. So, yeah, he can get there easily. He's gonna. Ritok is going to sneak up behind this boy, and he's going to attack.
Sneaky orc.
He will rage as well.
Is it
Okay,
a
is he going to
frenzy
rage?
rage?
Yeah, is he going to run frenzy rage?
Yeah, go on.
Or... Okay,
Go on.
he rages
Go on,
with friends. He's a frenzy.
And it's going to be a
right.
great axe strike.
Oh, so many natural 20s. Holy shit, we've had 3 so far.
And
Looking
because,
like
and because he has savage attacks.
Yeah, he gets his extra dice. So if you roll another dice for that, you rolled a 1 for that. Yeah, another d12. Okay, so that's 5. So 13 plus 6, 19 on that attack. Blam. He has another attack.
So
Okay, that hits as well.
Nice.
11. Cool, 19, 11. Yep. Just like rushes up to the back of this one who's attacking Gideon. just smashes him out the back, and he doesn't seem that particularly like massively injured, but that was a lot of damage in that. Right, so that's Ritok done. Gideon.
I will not take the disengage action because I assume people will fill the gap. And I will cast Magic Missile on the smaller automaton that looks pretty damaged from Armor of Agathis' explosion.
Okay.
So... So 3, that's all.
How much is that in total? That's 11, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you fire your arcane energy into this one past Scrimshaw, like maybe under his legs or around his waist, and it sort of knocks him back a bit. Okay, and that's it, right?
Yeah, there's nothing else I can really cast, so that's fine.
Okay, Vondel.
Did I miss this turn because I rolled an... Oh no, it's only nat 1 win.
Because you rolled a -1. Nice.
So Vondel's going to do... I missed my turn.
Because my initiative is terrible.
So he's going to do the same thing he did.
Okay.
Well, attack.
Yeah, sure. Right.
So
I love the description on it.
That hits. That does hit. Yeah, I because I had it, didn't I? So.
Bit of a reminder.
So that radiant damage is against undead and fiends. So 13, nice. Okay, yeah. Slash him up the back.
Extra attack.
That's 13.
Ah.
That doesn't hit, I'm afraid. So your second attack just misses, or just like glances off the side of his metal armor, and he turns around to you, and you see like inside where the rest of them are sort of made out of clockwork. He's like sort of almost got glowing hot metal inside. Not entirely sure why that is, but.
I'm
Okay,
just going to turn to Riptop and say, just like last time, and.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I didn't. He just grunts.
Okay. Mona.
Cool. I'm gonna come to here and attack the big boy.
Okay.
Well, try.
Everyone's pilot. Oh, that doesn't hit. Yeah. Bang! Again, with the sort of bell ringing. That hits.
My first attacks aren't doing very well.
No, they're not. No natural 20s for you today.
No. Oh, I got that 20 on my initiative.
Oh, true, but that's the worst way to get it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do unarmed strike, which that hits.
Okay.
8. I'll do flurry of blows as well, so 1 point
Okay.
to do another one. Oh, brilliant! Right, there you go.
you got the natural 20 on the second one. Right. Okay. So yeah, you whack him, and the flurry of blows doesn't quite hit it. The sort of the thick plate armor is stopping your attacks getting through too much. Right. So that's your turn done, is it?
Mhm.
Okay. Right. So this one's going to attack Scrimshaw because he's there. 22.
That's a hit.
Okay, 6 damage that is. So as he strikes out at you, just manages to hit you as you're focusing on the larger one.
Okay.
And this one's gonna jump. Yeah, it's just gonna jump over here.
Oh boy.
And then this one's coming down here, and then this one. Oh, that's not his turn yet. Right, so this one's gonna attack Gideon. 11. What's your major armor?
13. -1 for deck, so 12.
Doesn't hit.
Hey.
It's the second time, man. Right, okay, so that misses. Yeah, that's it for that. And then, so now it's the big dudes. So this guy's going to come down here, and he's going to fire his net cannon. So he opens up his chest, and like the other guy did with Vondor and Ritok, he fires a sort of... he fires at Scrimshaw. Yeah, he's going to fire at Scrimshaw. So you need to make a strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah, apparently.
A strength check.
No, do dexterity saving throw. It doesn't say it on here for some reason.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Well, okay, you fail. So you are so as you're like fighting the other guy, you feel this like this hot sort of metal wire net wrap around you and just drags you to the floor, and so you're now prone and restrained until you break free of it. Okay.
Okay.
Flip. And then the other one's going to make an attack against you with advantage. 18.
That's a hit.
Okay, that's 6 damage.
Okay. Oh, where did my health go? There it is. Alright.
Okay, Scrimshaw.
Can I make an attack against the net?
Yes, you can deal
Disadvantage, I assume.
damage to it, or you can make a strength check if you want. It's low DC.
Well, I have -1 to strength, so I think I'll go with the attack.
Probably be better to attack it. Right. Okay. Yes, you managed to cut through the net.
Okay. And stand up.
Wriggling yourself free.
I'll stand up and make an attack against the big boy.
Okay.
That's with Hex applied as well.
Okay. That is a stunning hit. Stunning. Nice. So I'm ignoring the pluses, right? 11.
I believe so, yes.
Cool.
Damn, those
Yeah.
are low rolls. Well, they're on the Hex anyway.
Yep. You jab the longsword in, and oh, that's 2 attacks, is it? Sorry.
That was the second attack. The first one was on the net.
Oh, of course, yeah. Right. Okay. Brilliant. Right. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. Ritok.
Ritok smash. Same target.
Okay.
You know how it goes. Oh, that's
3 attacks this turn.
Oh, that's. It is. No, that is. I'm getting confused because it says Vondel. That is Ritox.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to select it in the chat to make it switch.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Okay, 13. A lot of damage going on.
And then a bonus attack again.
No, he gets a second attack, and then you can choose to do a bonus action attack if you want. So he gets.
Oh yeah.
16. That just hits. 16. Nice.
Nice.
Oof. A lot of damage. He's really hurt now. Yeah, just Ritok's wailing on him from behind.
And he's gonna frenzy. Yeah, frenzy.
Yeah. Okay.
Frenzy again.
Reckless.
He wants this one. Huh?
The frenzy, you can do a bonus action attack now.
Yeah, that's my
So
move.
this is a frenzied rage. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
24. Nice. Okay. Roderick.
Nice.
No.
Okay. He's not quite dead, but just like carving into him like a master artisan, as like all these like bits of plate just fall off and scatter across the floor. You see the sort of the burning heart, the Talstone energy just like throbbing as the sort of almost molten core inside it is now available to somebody to reach in and just smash.
The rage damage isn't being added to that.
Oh, that is true. That's 6 rage damage. That is enough to kill him.
Yeah.
Hey.
You see,
Ritok
as
would like to reach in and pull out the heart.
okay, so Ritok reaches in and pulls out the heart, and he notices as all these cables shatter, it begins to become unstable, and this like explosion happens. So anyone within 5 feet of the construct needs to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Is that with advantage from the Avenger?
Yes, only if you're within 10 feet of Vondel.
Yeah, we all are.
So everyone's got advantage.
Oh.
So this is Vondel. And this
Oh, I
one
rolled a
is-
fucking lot for the.
And that's Ritok.
Okay, so everyone got over 13. No, Gideon, you got 12. Okay, so Gideon, you take 18 damage.
Okay. That's cool.
It's 3d6, and I roll 3 6s.
Nice. Let me just double check how many temp hit points I have quickly. Hold on, let me just double check. You can carry on. I'll just do it myself.
Okay, so it's 18 damage if you fail it, and 9 damage if you've passed. So it's 13 as the DC.
Okay. So 9 damage if you pass.
Yeah.
As
As it's sort of like explosive energy just radiates out as that gets destroyed.
9, 33. Vondel's on 33. And Ritok is on 36.
Okay.
I'm good.
It was 18, right? Yeah, so that's fine. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Got it. There's 21 damage.
Okay, Gideon.
Right, I am gonna have to take the disengage action here. Because
Okay.
one hit now will pretty much kill me. So I guess I go here. Not really anything to do as a bonus action. Which is very frustrating.
Okay.
Did the constructs take damage from the explosion as well?
Yes, it did. This one took damage, but the other one obviously was not close enough.
Alright.
It's a lot of damage though it took, actually. Holy shit.
I'm kind of worried about Scrimshaw here, though.
Right,
that's fine.
right. So that's your turn done, yeah. Vondel.
Yeah.
Okay. Vondel is going to attack the one to his right.
Okay.
You know what I mean. One.
Yeah. I get you. I get you, dude. I get you. That hits.
He hit him, and he's going to do it
Hit a
with
hit.
a divine smeat.
Divine smote.
Divine smart.
Get smoted. Yatch.
Do the damage. Do the damage. It's not doing it for some reason.
Oh, roll 20.
Come on. No, it's all probably going to load in a second.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Oh, I
400
keep
damage.
pressing it.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
Oh, hang on, no, I've got it now. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Done it now. Right.
Yeah, 10, nice.
Roll 2d. It's d8, isn't it? For smite. Yeah. I remember my own spells. I'm pretty sure it is.
2d8 for a level 1 slot.
It's a level 1 slot I'm using.
The slot plus 1.
Oh.
Okay, 4 damage. Oh, that's not your god didn't give you much favour today. As you stick your sword in, and the sort of radiant light begins to glow and begins to. It doesn't really get there enough. Maybe
Cool.
it's because you're under sewer. I don't know.
No, maybe he doesn't like sewers. Bones, pack, same target, same shit.
Mhm.
So 17 to hit.
That does hit.
13.
Yes, that's a lot of damage. Blam blam blam.
Okay, and that ends my turn.
Okay, Morna, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go to this one and attack that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's your natural 20.
Gonna roll 2
You don't need the
ones, though.
critoscope,
Let's
do you? What's that?
Oh, forget
18.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, it's not bad.
Hey, yeah. It just shatters into pieces. As you whack it
Oh,
with
sick. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to this one then.
Okay.
Then I'll smash. Oh,
That doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
I'll do my bonus action attacks one.
Okay, so you go up to the first one, it just like shatters, and you run up to the second one. Doesn't quite hit, just whacks off the armor plating again.
Yeah.
That does hit though. You reach out and blam, right in its
Okay.
where its balls would be. If it was a mortal man. Right, yes, 5 damage. It's looking hurt. Looking really hurt.
No, I've got to save my key points.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I will do her. Come on, please hit. Yeah.
Okay, that does hit.
7.
Oh, is that enough? It's just enough. Just like reach out.
Yeah.
It just shatters
Okay,
into pieces.
and now I'm gonna move back to. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
Wait, let me just. Okay, there we go. I wanted advantage on saves, so I have to make save.
Okay. Alright, so that's your turn, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to get rid of all of these. So these two are going to jump across. Blam and blam. And then this one's going to move over here. They're both going to attack Scrimshaw.
Oh no.
Right, so that's that. And then that's that. That's a 24 to hit and an 8 to hit.
Well, I think we know the outcome of those.
Right, so that's 6 damage, Scrimshaw.
Okay. I can take that.
Okay. Oh, how annoying. Hang on. Just gonna add that at the same time. Because I deleted the one that was the thingy too. Okay, so Scrimshaw, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to recast Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
So that's going to bump me up to 15 temporary hit points. Got the cost of the spell slot. And I'm going to move here, and then I'm actually going to back away.
Okay, it's going to take an it's going to take an attack of opportunity. They both are actually then.
Did one of them not have a glaive?
Yeah, it's just going to melee attack, like hand 5 foot punch you as you walk away.
Okay.
The glaive misses anyway. So longsword 20 to hit or
That's a hit.
whatever. 5.
Okay, and it takes 15.
Okay, blam. That's a lot of damage.
And
Not worth it. it's slowly learning.
I'll back up one more.
Okay. Okay, so that's your turn.
Yep.
Okay, Ritok.
I'm allowed to move here without an attack of opportunity. Aren't
No, yep, you're fine.
He's going to attack the smaller one without the glaive.
Okay.
So great axe of smash.
Smash. That hits.
And boom. +2,
Nine.
so 11.
11. No,
And
11.
then another attack, and another.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's 2 out of... How many natural 20s is
Smite,
gonna have?
smite.
This isn't even the big fight. This is just like a warm-up fight.
A warm-up fight. We need a long rest.
Try telling that to Scrimshaw the damage he's
Yeah.
So 9 + 4, and I'll roll that again, but only to dedicate
that's
points
fine.
for it, obviously.
Well, +4 +2 as well, so that's 13, 15, and then oh my god, that's so much damage. 12. Oh my god, he's dead. Yeah, just Ritok just goes, just smashes down, and it just collapses, almost like a Lego structure, just like falling apart. Right. Okay. Okay, Ritok. You have a extra bonus action attack.
Alex?
Oh yes, yes, he smash again.
Rich smash.
He smash again.
That's funny. Oh.
That hits.
1 off.
Yeah.
Oh. Gee,
18.
How much this is so much damage. Holy shit. Just like again.
Barbarian OP, like.
Well, rolling 12 as well.
Yeah. Lots of damage. That's fun. Gideon.
Alright, I'm gonna kind of slide over a bit to get a better clean shot. And cast Chromatic Orb level 3.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Like last time. Is there? Can I cast it level 3? It's not giving me the option. It's just saying public roll at this point. It's the input value.
Yeah, I think I'll ask after that probably.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry then. Just add the extra damage. That hit?
Yeah, I think it's when you do the damage.
Yeah, it will be.
I see. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. So at level, actually, I'll do a level 2.
Oh, you said a level 3 now. You wouldn't have said differently if you'd missed. You know.
I mean, I'm shooting down the damage because of it.
I know, but you've said level 3, and then you rolled the dice.
Okay, I looked at the slot. I was using my slot numbers instead of the spell number to do that. It's a shame.
Anyway, so roll the damage. Oh Jesus. Okay. 36.
Oh, 887.
What are you casting that as, by the way?
Thunder.
Okay, that's fine. So, this once again, this large clap of thunderous energy as 30. Jesus.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I said the slot total number instead of the spell number when I called it.
Right, yeah. Unfortunately, like if you miss it, if you'd missed, you wouldn't have said. Yeah, if I let you change it after you roll the dice, then you can always play around with it. So Vondel.
Vondel is going to get in front of you, and he's going to smacky.
Okay.
With his
Smacky.
long sword.
See, the thing is, you're gonna get a whole bunch of natural ones now against the other guys. So. Okay, that does a lot of damage.
Oh my god!
Right, so that's 16.
Finished.
Blam.
And then a bonus attack.
Okay.
You're gonna smite.
Yeah, you're not gonna smite on
You
your
critted.
natural 20.
You have to smite if you smite as a paladin. That's the law.
Am I allowed to now? I don't really want to use all my spell slots up before we get into the next fight.
But you get double damage. 4d8.
I don't think I do on spells.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. You
do
double
smite.
all dice.
Sort of,
I'd
it counts as
rather
party
just-
attack.
I'd rather save some spell slots. We're
Yeah, if you
probably
don't
gonna
want to
need them.
Yeah, you make your choice. 18 hits. 10. Okay. Man, this guy hasn't even got like an attack in yet. Oh, he's got like 1 in. I think he missed that one actually as well. Right.
He hit the net on Scrimshaw.
That's true. That is true. That is a good. Yeah. Okay, that's your turn, Vondel, is it? As you.
Yeah.
Yeah. These guys are getting cleaned up now. Morna.
Hey, I'm gonna move here. Can I stand over the dead body?
Yeah, sure. I'll just say it's difficult terrain.
Thanks. I'm gonna whack the boy.
Okay.
Where'd she go? It's invisible.
12.
That doesn't hit, I'm afraid. Again, your first hit, clang. you're not learning from these attacks, you know. Just ringing the bell.
Brilliant.
Oh, that doesn't hit either. Oh, fucking hell. Oof, owie. That doesn't hit either.
Great.
So dong 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 dong, and your fist just like throbs in pain and agony as you smack, like this sort of red fury going
It's
down your
a
arm.
kick. My unarmed attacks are kicks. Just so
Oh,
you
is
know.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Now your shin's broken.
I have a two-handed weapon.
Puny human.
Okay. No key points or anything.
No.
Okay.
And saving them.
Right. So this one's going to yeah, he's just going to attack again. 16 on Vondel.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Right. That's fine. I'm pretty sure.
Bitch.
He just like reaches out with his glaive and just like it just misses you. It's too small for his calibrations aren't correct.
Does this guy looks the same as the other one that exploded previously, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not particularly keen on being right next to him when he does that. I will bonus action hex him,
Okay.
and I am going to cast Scorching Ray at him.
Ooh, with your ray of blasting.
My ring.
Ring of blasting. Cool. Oh dear, man. Oh dear.
The ring just kind of go all over the place.
For fuck's sake, ring. Come on.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
that was. It's your first time using it. You're sort of getting used to it, and whoop, it just like
I
shoots
used
it out, and just
No, I
smashes
used it as we were running away before, but it didn't work then either.
No, that's true actually. This is like maybe it's cursed. Right. That did not.
Impressive how you've coded that curse into Roll20.
Yeah, I'm very good with my curses. You know.
Sorry, guys.
Ritok.
Yeah, it's disadvantage on drink,
How
by the way.
injured is he looking?
He's looking pretty injured, like he's falling apart a little bit. His core is getting a bit throbbing. It's like a bit red.
Can I do something interesting and try? Ritok would like to try to kick him into the water.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
He will
Yeah.
have disadvantage on the strength check to resist that because of hex.
Ah.
True. Yes.
What would you like
yeah.
me to roll to kick him
strength.
into the water?
Well, athletics.
What's
Yeah. If you got athletics proficiency.
wait,
No, you get advantage, yeah.
26 to kick him into the
Oh, yeah,
water?
Well, that is This is Sparta's moment. The last guy into the sewage, and you watch as he falls in, and he sort of like just like is floating up there, and you just watch him go blub 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 as he just like sinks into the sewage. It's sort of the anathema, just like just covering him.
Perfect.
Right, he does sink out of eye shot. You're not exactly sure whether he has survived or not. That yeah.
Oops.
Okay.
Okay, and Ritok's going to move further back.
Okay.
He's kind of moved back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Right, Gideon.
Is combat still on?
You until you know until it gets to his turn, basically you'll know.
I've got an idea. I'm going to cast a really low-level chromatic orb into the water as lightning.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay. Just make a straight. Yeah, just make a straight attack then.
Info energizes.
Well, I'll just roll
Like
as
just generally into the water itself.
Yeah. Just around the creature. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Around where he landed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Uh-oh. I don't like
Okay.
the sound of it.
Right, roll damage.
Is it gonna energize them fully back up or something?
Huh? No.
Is it a construct?
Just a level one.
It is technically a construct, yes. All right, so you just fire this chromatic orb in there, and you hear sorry, and you see a couple more bubbles blub, blub, blub to the top. Right.
I think that's done.
I'm back. What do you want me to do? I'm just gonna back away as
Hello?
well. Full well knowing what last time he did when he died.
Yeah, sure. Right.
Oh, did everyone else hear what Alex said?
No, I didn't. It must have been
I
Alex.
heard what Alex said. Yeah, it must be
I
Alex.
was with.
What?
What did Alex say?
I guess it's our internet.
Alex was just chatting. That's all.
Hello?
Right. Okay. So
Hello.
Wondle, yeah, you're just gonna back up.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us?
The backup.
Hello, Tram.
We can hear you. I think they've disconnected. Yeah, they've disconnected.
Oh no, Richard's still there.
We can hear you.
Here they go.
Oh, it's fine. We'll carry on anyway. Right. So you're backing up. Mona can hear us.
She's Tran's not in the call.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear. Technical difficulties incoming.
Oh, the music's changed.
You have left. That's why she can't hear us. Yeah.
Well, hello, children. Come around the fire and we will talk more about Dungeons and Dragons in this moment of technical difficulty. But the Clive Five have found themselves in a quite strange position where suddenly, during the fight, two people have just become AFK. And at least they're not halfway through a fight, otherwise they'd have missed all their turns and may have died. That would have been an unfortunate way of being killed, wouldn't it? Well, anyway, hopefully they're back soon now. By the way, this is me, Jeffrey Epstein, and here's a message from our sponsors.
D&D Beyond is a fantastic...
Oh, where are they now?
It's back up apparently.
is the music change a sign of end of combat?
After this round, it'll probably be. Yeah. Yeah.
See, that was fucking brilliant D&D play, kicking him into the water so he can't explode on us.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick one.
Hello.
Me.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yes.
I can now. Yes.
Yeah, we could hear you going like, where have they gone?
This always happens to your internet. When we were playing the other day, Richard, it did exactly that. I could hear you saying things like hello.
Must be
Alright.
our router.
Back to the battle. Right.
Yes.
Mona, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna.
I think everyone's backing up.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so you guys watch
That's how we want to leave that.
as the creature inside the sewer, you begin to see more and more bubbles popping up, and then you see like a sort of a faint. There's like this sort of red glow. It just goes, and then it just like subsides. And I don't know why I changed the music back after that.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I was
Right.
just thinking maybe we could have a little rest before we carry on because I'm quite hurt.
I'm
I am rather beaten up.
going to take this opportunity to cast Aid on Ritok, Scrimshaw, and Moana. There you go. You all get, I believe it's 5/8 temporary HP.
It's maximum HP on aid.
Hang on. I don't. Hang on.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
You increase their maximum HP temporarily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, permanently. Oh, that'd be strong.
Actually,
Yeah, which is better than 10 hit points because it stacks,
I may go
Yeah.
back.
and
on
you can
that.
heal back up to it.
Yeah, but you're all quite low, so it's a bit pointless giving you more health.
Well, if we take a short rest, then we can heal up.
That's true, actually. So I will continue to cast Aid onto Scrimshaw, Morna, and Ritok, who now gain 5 HP.
Okay, so you settle down inside the sewers to take a long rest. The sort of constructs
Short
have
rest.
collapsed around you. Yes, short rest. They've collapsed around you, and you see now on them the sort of almost the scars of like they've been fighting with intellect errors in the sewers for a long time. Maybe it's a reason why you haven't come across any intellect errors yet. But from what you can tell, why is Ritok now only on five maximum HP, Alex? Why did you
I
change his
don't-
max HP to 5?
I didn't.
What's
I
that
changed it
plus on
to
his bar?
49. Why has it done that?
I don't know.
I need to make a note that is of his actual maximum for after this.
Yeah, if you just... What is his actual maximum?
44.
I'll write it down. There you go.
Just remember, he's got AIDS on him.
Let me know when I can roll some hit dice.
Right.
Sorry.
So you settle down for your short rest. Morna and Gideon make perception checks. Oh, Gideon, nice. You have a fairly good idea that this was just one of a few squads that roam the sewers. The idea is, I think that they're probably not going to come. Another squad's probably not going to come for another 40 minutes. So you can, in that time, have a short rest. So you can roll your hit. And then into
Yeah, guys, can I? Does anyone want to be protected from good and evil? Protection, evil and good. If I can say it right.
Yeah, it's beyond good and evil. Is the book.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. Does that take your concentration?
I don't believe so.
Yes, it does.
It's up to 10 minutes, actually. So.
1, 2.
Yes, maybe it might be better to do
It
this closer to the time, or if someone's in danger, so that you don't.
You're right. I haven't really practiced it much yet. So.
What
Yeah,
happens?
that's a good idea.
Sorry.
Go.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. What happens if I run out of hit dice? Nothing. I just used them all, right? And I can't.
Yeah,
use them
that
for
is.
next day.
You've used them all for today. You can't have any more short rests or get like any more sort of health benefits from short rests after that point.
Okay, towards the end of that short rest, I'm also going to refresh my Armor of Agathis.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. No, I didn't actually want to do the next one. Oh, crap. Well, I've rolled it now.
Okay, so everyone is feeling good.
Can
Just
I have
good
that
can't feel.
restrained off me?
Sorry.
Can I have that restrained taken off, please?
Oh, sorry.
Have you added your 5 HP, Richard?
Oh,
Yes,
Ritok
I have.
also gets a point of exhaustion as well.
Oh yeah, for his recklessness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just ability checks for.
I'm just going to put for exhaustion. I'm just going to put a red thing on him. So
Yeah,
everyone
that's
knows.
fine. Big red thing.
Just for
Actually, I can-
future
I can-
reference, guys, I don't have any of my arcane ward up at the moment, so
He has the long rest to get rid of that, doesn't he?
I need a bit of support.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep you.
They're behind me, and they'll
There we
smash
go.
through me really quickly, and then get to you.
Thanks,
Stay
Mona.
behind the big fat orc.
That's kind of you, well. I'll try my
Okay.
best to look out for you.
Thanks, guys.
So you guys are feeling more refreshed. It's about half an hour, and you begin to hear the creaking of the things again. So it's probably best to get up and start moving now.
Yes, let's.
Further down the
Roll out, squad.
Okay.
So
So
we'll just head
do you
on.
like what I learned how to do with the one on the red thing? Hell yeah! 1 point of exhaustion. Right. So back into marching order. I would suggest is probably the best thing to do.
Yes.
Wait, where's
Actually,
is this the front?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the way you wanted to go.
Okay, so if you can put Ritok back at the front.
Move.
Wait, why are we all spaced apart?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's pop Ritok here and Rondel there.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey.
Get all the 10-foot poles out. So- okay, so you begin to make your way down to the end of the sewers, and you basically round this corner until you find that all the sewage and the liquid is going through this sort of gutter. The snake is moving. So it's going down this gutter, and really that seems to be the only way it's going. But on the map it says that is the way you lead into this sort of next. But it has
Ew.
iron bars over the top of it.
Ritok break.
No, wait, Ritok, hold on. Is it like anywhere around here that looks like there's like a any switches? Any
Make
loose
make
wall
investigation
tiles?
Investigation check.
Right.
No, there doesn't seem to be.
Is no one else looking? Just me?
I can't see around the corner.
Town in front.
Blub.
Can you all move forward? Thank you.
There you go. I can see now.
So yeah, effectively what you see is you round this corner. You see the sort of the roof sloping down until it comes to a complete dead end, and all the sewage is going through this iron grill as such.
So a gamer grill.
Yes, it's a Game of Grill bathwater.
We're gonna be millionaires.
That's when Delphine's getting her bathwater.
Can you just pass me the map a second? I just want to see what it shows about this place.
Do you not have it?
I
would have thought that we'd leave the map reading to you.
Okay. Alright, I kind of look at the map intently on this location and try and see if it can give me any hint or discernible clue that this indeed is A, the correct place, B, there should be a way through here, or C, if there is an alternative way.
Okay, just make a general intelligence check.
Just intelligence quick. Okay.
From what you can tell, the map basically just says, go down this bit of sewer. Like, go down into here. Like, there is a grill here. Carry on past it.
Alright, Ritok, do you reckon you can get these things off? Maybe between you and Vondel?
That's yes.
Is that okay?
I think he's saying yes.
Alright, let's give him.
I've learned to understand him.
You're looking a bit tired. Maybe Vondel, if you take the lead and you give him some assistance.
Yes. Okay. You want us to break the bars, yes?
Yeah, at least bend enough room for us to get through.
That means we're gonna have to get in the sewer.
How deep is the water?
Is Vondel actually gonna be able to stand up?
You can't see the bottom, so you don't know.
I'm going to summon a glaive,
Mm-hmm.
or let's say a pike, and shove that in. See whether I can touch the bottom.
Okay, the pike does reach the bottom after about 5 feet. After about maybe 5 to 7 feet.
Oh, I
Okay,
can't
it's
go
maybe
in there.
5 to 7 foot tall.
Nope.
But you do feel quite a lot of like bones, like sort of weird solid matter at the bottom of it as well.
Oh, there's some.
There's
some things down there.
No, thank you.
Would I be strong enough to hold Vondel on my shoulders?
And we're talking not just.
Maybe if you didn't have chainmail on and adventuring.
Scrimshaw, why don't I stand on your shoulders? And Vondel can go on Ritok's.
I was thinking more for actually breaking the bars.
I mean, Vondel.
I guess you could do it from the top.
Shoulders.
I guess you could dangle over the top.
Bars?
How wide are they?
Yeah.
Maybe half an inch.
Oh, can't get. No, I meant the space in between the bars.
Oh, yeah, maybe about 2 inches space between it.
Oh, can't squeeze through them. Damn.
You could try. It'd be a feat of dexterity, if anything.
I'm gonna take a look under the water, see if there's actually anything down there, since none of us have actually been down, and I'll just hop in.
Okay, as you know, you splash into the water and you feel the bottom with your feet, and it sort of crunches a little bit as you stand there. It seems that this system of bars is really more to siphon, to filter a lot of the stuff that ends up getting clogged here. And I guess you sort of assume that eventually, every now and again, people come and clear it out. So there's like a few bones that have collected up against there, but water generally flows through quite freely. Feeling the bars, they are made probably out of iron, probably steel, to stop, so they're not as rusty as such. But inspecting them, they don't seem particularly strong. They're not like there to stop people getting through. They're really to stop. This really is a filter of it, more than any.
All right, just kind of come back up. Well, I can't see any other ways, but the bars don't seem all that. I think Ritok and Vondel, you guys could definitely bend these.
Yes, but I can't stand up in the
Can you stand over them?
Yeah, just lean over the top.
Down.
Could give it a go. What do you say, Ritok? We bend. We bend, boss. Yes, bend.
This is more dialogue than Richok's had all season.
Ritok want to express self more. In group.
You've been reading, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
I don't know. He's been like, "I'll fight you" a few times.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So, do you want to bend the bars? You're sort of leaning. You're sort of leaning over. Are you trying to bend them that way rather than standing in the muck?
We bend over to try and break them.
Bend over. Right. So make you can if you can you have a choice here. Really, you can attack them with your weapons, or you can just try and bend them. Whatever you feel is going to be more.
Fondle's going to try and bend them. Ritok's going to try and swing at them with his great axe.
Okay, so make an athletics check on Vondel and make it just a general weapon attack for Ritok.
Okay, so athletics for Vondel. And
Make it reckless.
and you want a general attack for
Yeah.
Ritok. Okay.
Make it reckless.
It doesn't need to be.
Okay, so roll damage for Ritok as well. Okay, so you begin to bend, and you feel that they're quite brittle. Like they're probably made out of cast iron, actually. After inspecting them a bit more, and you sort of start to bend them, and they sort of like one comes away in your hand, and Ritok just goes and just like smashes 3 of them. There's maybe like 4 or 5 inches room now, like a gap.
Might need to swing again on that.
Okay, if you make another athletics check / weapon attack, whatever you want.
Yeah, so same thing again. Vondel's going to try and keep bending them while
Okay.
Ritok smashes.
Let's hope Ritok doesn't accidentally chop your hand off. Okay.
Hope he
So
doesn't roll a crit.
that's
crit
Vondel,
fail.
by the way.
Yeah, that's right. It says Ritok, I think, when you do it on Ritok.
Okay. And this is... Well, you can tell because one's making a weapon attack.
Yeah.
Sorry, he didn't crit fail, so... Oh,
Okay, so the sort of angle is quite awkward for you, like trying to reach over and get these sort of bars that are a bit more out of your reach, so you're sort of having a bit more trouble, but Ritok goes, just like smashes them open, and and now there's enough space for a reasonably sized, medium-sized person to fit through. Ritok can squeeze through, he might cut himself a little bit, but I don't think he really cares.
Alright, well, Ritok, can you carry Vondel? Gideon, how tall are you, Gideon?
We've said this before, I'm about 1.4 Vondels.
I think last session we did actually find out how tall Vondel was. I don't think any of us actually noted it down.
4'8".
Oh yeah.
Wait, so you're 7 foot tall?
Wait, what?
Gideon's 1.4 Vondels. That's like 7 foot.
4'8". What?
It's not even that short.
All right, Gideon, can you? Is your head above the water or not?
Let's say our character. I am 5'4". Let's write that down.
Wow,
I
that's
can't
so
wait for
short.
Gideon's growth spurt. He's gonna be lanky as fuck. how old is Gideon? Because he must be like creepy person.
He doesn't know when his birthday is. Right.
Right. Anyway,
Poor
so as you begin to make your way through the sewers, squeezing through this gap which has been created by the hands of Vondel and the axe of Ritok, squelching your way through, Vondel just like has to almost swim, like occasionally get gulps of air, just like splattered his face with with all sorts of horrible goopy mess. The sewers takes you down. The pipe is quite narrow. It is quite worrying at times, and it's very thick with the smell of all sorts of horrible nastiness. But you make your way through, and it begins to slope downwards, and you see that the water now here is going a bit faster and a bit faster, and as it slopes down more and more and more, and eventually you find yourselves actually actively trying to hold on to things to stop yourselves from sliding down. So that makes its way, maybe 50 foot, 100 foot, getting to 200 foot of just like this sort of, awkward traveling down the sewers, until it starts to level out once again. You've now descended quite a long distance down, you feel, and it begins to open up. And the walls of this sewer are made out of like iron, but then they begin to open up, and you begin to see stone once again. So let me move your here.
Ooh. I just realised when I got hit, I wasn't making concentration checks for hex.
Oh, that's my mistake. I should have asked you. If just make one general one for now. I'm not going to make you do one for each one. Okay, you're fine.
Cool.
Anyway, I will remember that. I'll remember that. I'm just going to put something on you just for that. That's frozen.
Cool.
But whatever.
Get back in our marching order.
My mind is frozen on hex.
Sure. So yes, as you begin to make your way out, you're just covered in this crap, and you come into this room, and you notice that all of these pipes that you see, and leading into this sort of almost circular room, all these pipes are beginning to filter into this large swirling pool in the center. Probably something you don't want to find yourselves in, because the current might be quite strong, but it's like bubbling once more. Oh, wow, okay. So it's bubbling once more, and there's a faint green hue coming from underneath, and 4 sort of strange, like constructed pillars lies around this open sort of whirlpool as such, and these sort of strange pipes that have all been constructed lead around, and wires and all that sort of thing. Lead towards this central part. From your perspective, to your right, which is the west of the room, you also see a door made out of oak. This is strange because it's a sewer for one, but this is like different coloured stone. It's like they've made it. It's like it's freshly made. It's well preserved and kept. And opening this door is like locked shut. It seems like there's a big bar over the top of it. But there's like strange, like almost like sort of weird squiggles all over it. If any of you recognise deep speech, you would be able to read it, but it's in deep speech.
I have infernal. That's the same, right?
I think it's primordial, similar to deep speech, isn't it? Not.
I don't know.
infernal.
But what we'll do is we'll take a little break, so I can go to the toilet and get the last little bit ready. How does that sound for everyone? So if we just take maybe a 10-minute break, so 22:09, come back?
Yeah, that's cool.
Right,
See you
okay.
in a minute.
Yep.
I'll bring the other guy back and transition back. So, so you have arrived in this sort of strange little. Oh my goodness gracious! What just happened there?
Someone plugged in the amp.
That was me. Sorry.
Are you getting ready for a gig?
Matt's about to play a guitar solo for us.
Yeah.
I'm half expecting to just hear after that like some drumsticks clacking together and then something starting off.
Sex bomb or something. Right. Okay. So yes, this sort of strangely kind of circular room. I couldn't really make it circular in the battle map because I have tiles, and tiles don't tend to be circular or very good for making things circular. However, you have arrived into this room, and the only thing you see is the swirling pool of lava, sort of sewage, acid sort of thing, gubbins with blobbing air bubbles, and the door to the west side of.
I'm gonna sneak forward. That's okay.
Make a stealth check, provided everyone else is gonna stay back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10 with a natural 1. That's pretty good though, anyway.
Guys, I'm gonna sneak away!
Yeah, so Molly, you sort of begin to sneak,
my head around the corner.
I'm like, oh shit, she's actually kind of doing it, like.
And you just like trip over a wire that's like sprawled across the ground. You just face plant on the ground.
What? Okay, I just wanted to walk through, see if there's anything here, but I don't think there is. So
it doesn't seem to be.
Come forward now, guys.
Can I? Oh.
So I'm just moving the camera, and it might annoy you guys, but there you go. Right.
Can I do a history check based on everything we've been told about Dread Ring so far? That if this indicates to Gideon that this could be maybe the pool in the middle could be the Dread Ring or some kind of power locus of the Dread Ring.
Yeah, sure. Make an Arcana check. You don't really notice much about this specifics of this being linked to any sort of dread ring. However, the sort of the bubbling, swirling pool in the center with the sort of faint green glow coming out of it, and these sort of 4 pillars, they don't reach the top of the ceiling. They have these wires coming off of them, and the wires are actually you see now leading into the door to the west. They're sort of, kind of strange little looking wires because, you guys aren't really used to wiring as such. But it definitely seems like some sort of technomancy of some regard. And the sort of the pillars they have these sort of deep speech arcane glowing sort of runes coming off them like.
Is deep speech? Oh wait, deep speech is similar to primordial, right? I think they use the same script or something.
Yeah, but again,
So I actually know primordial. I didn't realize that.
English and German uses the same script.
Yeah, but can I work out any words?
Make a religion check. Yeah, you do make out a couple of sort of words that are similar. You sort of recognize them to be sort of like power unit A, power unit B, that sort of thing.
I relay this information to the group.
So what are they labeling? Where is power unit A and B and?
They're on each individual pillar.
No. So perhaps we destroy the pillars, then we bring down the dread ring.
It seems too easy. I mean, they would have heard us fight those automatons. One of them, the intellect of ours.
Well, it was quite far away.
Is Alex back, by the way?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, right, okay. I was making sure we hadn't started without you.
Gideon, maybe it's worth seeing if there's any magic in the room.
It
says power, it must be magic, right?
Well, I mean, I haven't heard. I mean, unless it's something like we see with Scrimshaw, I don't think he's 100%, the magic that I kind of understand. But I can, but I just worry that I'm going to run out of enough energy to kind of carry on casting spells. I'm feeling a little bit tired at the moment.
Okay, don't worry. Shall we just go through the door?
I think...
If that's where they all lead, then...
Ritok, Fondor, do you have any ideas?
Not a clue, laddie. Not a clue.
Can I just guess what Ritok probably wants to do?
Smash!
You want to smash the pillars, don't you?
Smash pillar!
Oh,
Great!
Now,
I
do you remember
do
what
have an
happened the
idea.
last time you smashed something we came across?
Ritok hurt!
Ritok hurt very bad.
Fondor hurt too!
Yes, both of you hurt very
Fondor hurt more! Stupid dwarf! Yeah, don't talk to me about
I
that.
have an idea. The light. So, the machines that we just fought, whatever they were, when they let out like sparks of lightning, right? When they died, is that what happened? When the bit in their chest was all like.
It wasn't really lightning. It was like more like just like an explosion of sort of fire and shrapnel.
Because my quarterstaff is wooden,
Your feet aren't.
so
I'm just not sure it's fully connected to something. I mean, these automatons, I think, are the same that were being created by Lord Blackfire. But what's strange is that I remember someone saying they could still be affected by the intellect of ours. So I'm not sure about that, but this is connected to the automaton. I'm not sure. I mean, the door here is deep speech. Isn't the only thing I can assume is if it's something to do.
No, make up. What's Sorry.
No, go on.
No, you carry on.
What Professor Methrick had become.
Can I make out what's written on the door?
Again, sort of you make out some words and phrases, but they don't really make sense. They're more sort of talking more like, almost like in third person about. I'll use your same religion check. Like it's sort of talks like almost in third person, almost about this this cleansing that will, someone will bring a cleansing to the world, sort of thing. Nothing like too much.
These things below and around on each side, are they pipes, extended pipes above the waterline?
They sort of they go just above the waterline.
Okay.
You can walk over them; they're a bit slippery.
Can I do an investigation check on the pillar?
Yeah, good.
Because I know that Morna did an investigation check. I'm just trying to make sure that's okay.
Well, she did a religion check. Like what you sort of discover about these pillars is that they're faint glowing. They seem to be made out of obsidian, with some sort of like strange crystal that's within it. That is the actual bit glowing. The wires seem what you follow with your high investigation check. The wires come out from the bottom of this pit, this sort of this swirling pit, go into these 4 pillars, and then come out of the pillars, and then go into the room.
What's the current like?
It's not super fast, but if you fell in there, it'd probably sweep you down into this like swirling bit.
I could stick my head in if I'm laying on the ground and be fine.
Well, it's like maybe a foot or 2 feet below the ridge into the water. So like you'd have to like properly angle yourself over.
Ritok could hold you in.
Ritok, Vondel, can you dunk my head so I can take a look underwater?
He means hold his legs, don't actually dump his head in there.
Just hold my leg, lower me very slowly,
Okay.
and then just for a few seconds, and then pull me back out.
Just hold on to him. Is there a signal to pull you back up like last time?
I'll pat my ass.
Wildly.
So okay, we'll put him in.
It's the Team America signal.
In he goes. Alright, is he under now?
Is he under, Ritok?
So was the signal?
What is that one grunt for yes?
So was the signal that we slap his ass, or he slaps his ass?
Just lower me in. Just lower me in.
Okay. All right, we'll lower him in slowly.
Okay, so Scrimshaw, you slowly get lowered into the goo that's swirling, and you feel this sort of current pulling your body as Ritok holds on and dunks you under. You can't see much. You can't see very far ahead, but as you go under, you do see this sort of at the bottom of this thing, maybe 20 feet down, is this glowing green object. Vroom, 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 which seems to illuminate the shaft around it. And you also see, you also see strangely movement, a sort of quick in front of your vision, and then across the light source.
At my butt.
Okay.
Okay,
So the rest of you, as Scrimshaw begins to tap his butt, you hear clicking from the door.
I'm gonna
Get him up! Get him up!
Can I cast Protect from Good and Evil on Scrimshaw, like I said I would?
Sure. So what happens is, door swings open. Let me just get my dynamic lighting sorted out.
System.
And then
Ooh.
and then blam. So see at the doorway, you see the large purple figure of a mind flayer in full garb. His tentacles are sort of sweating this sort of strange purple goo. And Scrimshaw, as you're being pulled out, you see just in front of your vision, an eye opens. Roll initiative.
Dun 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 dun.
Not the best.
Oh, hang on, let me just remove all turns first. Right, let me just do your Scrimshaw, sorry, I didn't. 10.
Oh no.
Zarakath, it's over. We have the high ground. That's the name of the mind.
Don't try it.
Zarakan.
Oh, Zarakan.
Zarakan, Zarakant. You will soon learn.
We're all nice and bunched up.
Bum, 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 ba, 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 bum. Sorry, hang on a second.
Oh, the music's
As we see him, and just shout, "Spread out!"
You sprout.
I mean, all of us. That's kind
All
of
of us,
really
really
works.
How big is your aura, Zondor?
10.
10 feet.
About 10 feet.
I guess either spread out or stay bunched up. One of the two. Never in between.
Stay exactly.
Whatever we do, don't all stay in a cluster, but just about 10 feet from Vondel. That's the worst thing we can do.
That's the best thing you can do.
Oh, why do I have
I don't
high
know.
initiative?
Ooh.
Sorry, I accidentally set the mind flayers and she was yours.
Who has the
I mean, you
arrow?
can swap it if you want.
Who has the arrow?
I do.
Okay, Scrimshaw.
They also-
Right. So, Scrimshaw, you are yanked out of this group as yeah, okay. So you see at the door as you close your eyes, you immediately recognize. Well, you didn't recognize, but there was something in the pool of water down below. But this guy is just going to. He's just going to move. He's just going to dash up to Gideon. And that's going to be his turn. Ritok.
Ritok, smash! Unseen, this disgusting creature appear before him. Ritok will rage.
Okay.
So,
Rage.
Is that a frenzied rage?
no, it's just a
Oh, yeah.
rage because he's already
Just a
got
regular.
exhaustion. I don't really want.
Reguloso Rajo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, swingy. I take it that's
That hits. Yeah, that hits.
13 plus 2, so 15.
15.
And then he's going to take a second swing. 17.
Okay. That just hits.
No.
That's 18.
Nice.
And that's going to be his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, hang on a second. Oh, right, okay, there we go. So that's his turn, yeah? Oh yeah, he doesn't get the bonus actions back, does he? Right, so you slash into this mind flare and the sort of wound in his skin begins to open up, and you just like see this like black sludgy liquid. He just has his dark glazed eyes over that he's just pure enraged. Now, from the pool, you begin to see bubbles, and as you begin to watch as a tentacle comes out, and 2, and 3, and 4, and on the end of each tentacle is just a blind eye. It's just completely wide over, and coming out of the thing is this sort of strange creature that just has a whole bunch of tentacles, a whole bunch of eyes looking at you just in this blank expression. Right.
Ooh.
It's going to cast 3 rays. Matched. So it's going to cast a fear ray at Ritok. So Ritok needs to do a wisdom saving throw.
With advantage because he's near Vondel.
Yep.
Ooh.
Right. Okay. Ritok is feared, so Ritok has to move as he can't move closer to this creature.
Okay.
And
So
he can't
stay
attack
where
it.
he
And he has
is.
disadvantage on attacks as well, I think.
Okay.
And also, so the next Scrimshaw, you need to make a strength saving throw as the second eye begins to try and lift you up off the ground.
Uh-oh.
This is how we TPK. Okay, so it begins to just like lift you up and poof, smacks you up against the center of the roof as it just holds you there with its telekinetic powers, and Vondel, make a charisma saving throw.
I take it with advantage.
Yes.
Not that it's helped.
Yeah, it hasn't helped anyone so far.
Does that not work? Charisma. Oh.
So, Scrimshaw, you're restrained until the end of this creature's next turn. That is a fail, I'm afraid. So you have disadvantage on attack rolls for 1 minute,
Okay. So how many turns is that going to be?
and you have to. Well, that would be 10 turns, but you can make another charisma saving throw on the end of each turn.
Okay.
So I'll just do that for you, okay? Right. So that's its turn as the sewage begins to just drip off its body into the swirling mass of stuff. Morna, what would you like to do?
Do I know how wise these creatures are? Just
My
from-
fate is
They're
probably
pretty wise. Yeah, you can tell they're pretty wise and pretty intelligent.
Are you thinking of Stunning Strike?
Yeah.
Because it's con saves.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my wisdom against that con, isn't it? Okay, right. I'm good. How far can I jump?
How far can you jump?
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
About 8 feet.
I'll let you jump up to your movement on a really good athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
Oh, God. Goodbye.
Right.
But
Bye.
just, are you going to try and drive by it
Yeah.
with a jump? Yeah, do it. Yeah, if you make an athletics check. Oh, this is going to be terrible.
No, you're going to go in the water.
You remember what happened last time you tried to do this?
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Last time it did not go well.
Also against some kind of beholder.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just like, okay. Okay, no, actually,
I say.
I won't do it. I'm a bit worried about falling in the water. To be honest.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
Instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move to here. And actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack this
Okay.
one.
Yeah, make your attacks. Oh, I'm nervous, guys. Yeah.
See, I should have done it. I should have.
Oh, that would have
Good
been so good. Anyway, okay, yeah, that hits. Yeah, make your fucking hell. Roll your attack. Roll your
Oh yeah, do
damage.
so much damage because I'm a monk.
Oh, 11.
Oh,
Crack it over the back
oh.
of his head, and he sort of just stumbles for a moment.
Dude.
Right. Oh, good. That hits as well.
Yeah.
7.
I'm gonna do an unarmed attack.
Are you gonna stunning strike?
I wasn't gonna do it for this one.
That hits.
Oh, okay.
Look, 5.
Okay. Right. All right. So, are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay. Scrimshaw. Oh, yeah, what's that, Mona?
Oh no, I was just gonna say my plan was to drive by stunning strike the eye boy, but I got told not to, so because you're boring.
I get told
No,
not
we
to,
didn't
just
say
you
not
got
to.
warned.
We just said, "Oh God, here we go."
I just reminded you of what happened before.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have a sense of which of these two is a lot?
They both seem like equal threats to you.
Okay.
Especially
I'm
the
just
one
gonna-
that is literally holding you to the ceiling with a telekinetic ray right now.
I am going to kill the mind flare. I will shoot a longbow attack at it after casting Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay.
So I'm going to Hexblade's Curse it, and then shoot
With the critoscope.
without the critoscope first, just
Okay.
in case.
Okay.
That's 14 to hit.
You have disadvantage on your attack, by the way.
Yeah, that's with
Just-
disadvantage.
Okay, that doesn't hit.
In which case, I will use the critoscope
Okay.
Can't you only
because
use
it can
once
be
per
used
day?
afterwards. Yes,
Mhm.
I can only use once per day.
Big cool.
Wait.
Wait.
Actually, no, I will not use
Wait.
the critoscope because I have not used the weird arrow.
I have a question. Sorry, is it the thing
Yeah.
in the middle? Is that the mind flare? Oh, I didn't realise that. I thought it was a guy, another clockwork boy, because you said it was.
Alright.
Oh,
Alright, well,
that's-
because I didn't declare that I was going to use the special arrow, I assume that was a normal arrow.
Yeah,
Second
that's just
attack.
the one you had knocked.
Yeah. Second attack, I'm going to use the arrow of aberration slaying.
Okay, you pull it out, even though
Yeah,
you're
I'm
sort of
using the
restrained against.
critoscope on this one.
Okay.
I'll just reroll that with the crit range and with the actual damage in. I'll just force it to crit and then apply
Okay.
smite and our aberration slaying. So he needs to make a
Is it Constitution saving throw? Is it?
a con 17 saving throw.
Oh, natural 17 plus 1, 18.
Ooh, so the arrow of aberration was 10, 13, 21, 22, 23. So minus 12 from all of that.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of damage, man. Holy shit. Yeah, he just you fire out, you knock the arrow, even though he just the arrow sinks into his chest and he stumbles back, and you watch as this sort of purple scarring begins to encapsulate his body as he just falls to his knee. It just explodes in a sort of ball of mud.
Yay! woo.
Oh Jesus!
I got one, guys.
Yeah, you got the good one.
Okay, and well, I can't move because I'm on the ceiling. Can I crawl?
No,
Along the
you
ceiling?
are restrained.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
Okay, Vondel.
Can I see? Over. How do you ping something?
Hold down there.
Yeah, hold down left click.
Can I see this?
You can just about make it out.
I've got a plan. Everybody, hold on.
I don't like that.
So 25 foot of movement. Yeah, I'm gonna start moving toward it, and that's my turn. Actually, no. Can I? No, I can't dash as a paladin. It's fine.
You can.
Yeah,
Can
you
I?
can.
Oh, okay.
Anyone can
I
dash.
will use my thing.
It's just
to
your
dash.
action.
It's just your action.
So what? Oh, I don't need to do that, do I? Yeah. There you go. Into the room.
Is the door open?
Yeah, he swung
The
it.
door is open.
Okay.
Okay. Can I
You see,
get a
you
description of what I'm
see
looking
this sort of like strange, like energy on the ground around this thing.
at? Okay. I don't know if I can get
Sort of
through.
powered. You think it's sort of powered by these pillars.
Okay. We need to do the to what I can I no. Okay.
Right, that's your turn then, Gideon?
I see Vondel run off, but I also see Scrimshaw. Is he still? He's not grappled by the thing anymore, right?
He's still restrained. Yep.
He's still restrained.
Till the
Okay.
end of his next turn. Till the end of the creature's next turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna move. Can I move over this?
With an acrobatics, athletics check.
In that case, I think I'm gonna move. Acrobatics check. All right. Okay. Acrobatics. No, I'm not going to risk it. I don't like it. I'm going to fire a fireball at the big boy.
Oh, nice, cool.
Level 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be able to make much of a dex save. Things in the water.
Yeah, it doesn't have. This dex isn't amazing, but natural 14. No, sorry, 14 total. What's your DC? 15.
It's
Okay.
15.
Yeah.
33 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
the entire cavern just begins to rock, and as dust and sort of bits of concrete just collapse off the ceiling, splashing into the water, and is dragged into the swirling mess. You see immediately it's just and just begins to swirl around. And the creature did take it, did get hurt by it. It was pretty hurty. Yeah. Okay, so that's your turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Ritok. So Ritok
I would like-
is feared.
Oh,
he
he's
can't
feared, he
move
can't
towards.
Can't move it. So
Yeah.
can he make any kind of save to try and get rid of it?
At the end of his turn.
Well, he can't do anything then. So he's just gonna stand there, I guess.
It's like
Yeah, but
Ritok, you watch as
Red dog, don't
well,
want
you
to.
can't attack.
You can attack when you're feared, you just can't move closer.
No, it'll be disadvantage. Yeah.
I won't bother.
Double
with it.
disadvantage.
Ritok will just sit there like, no, Ritok don't want to. It's like holding like no.
Okay.
No turn. Yeah.
Right. So the creature, after reeling back from the fireball, it just directs its attention towards Gideon as it fires out a ray. Make an intelligence saving throw, Gideon.
Okay.
Well, that should be a
You
good one
still
for you,
have
hopefully.
advantage with your hat on.
Yeah, he's got his little hat on.
Yep.
Intelligent saving throw, yeah?
Yep.
Advantage.
Is that plus
Ooh,
5
just
as
make
well?
it.
It's a
Sorry?
hat.
It's plus 5, isn't it?
Well, no. If it was a contest,
I see.
Oh, okay.
it's just advantage as a check. Right. So yeah, you pass it. So he fires out this ray, this like purple ray of like psychic energy. You just about dodge out the way where he thinks it's going to go. You just dodge the other side. You're fine. Then it fires a. It sees Vondel like running off, and it's gonna cast a stunning ray on Vondel. So Constitution saving throw, Vondel. Oh, you're fine as well. Bam.
Fuck
Okay.
off.
And then it's going to fire a telekinetic ray at Morna and smash her into the thing. So that's a strength saving throw, Morna.
Oh.
Oh, good. Right. Okay. So it then drops the telekinetic ray on Scrimshaw, dropping him. So you take 6 damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of his turn. Right, Morna.
Oh, can Ritok make his save?
Oh yeah, the Retok should have made a save.
What kind of save?
It's a wisdom saving throw. It doesn't make it again.
No. Ritok, no, want to.
Okay, I have a question.
Huh?
So, these bits on the map here, around the outside, does that count as not a square? Or can I maybe
it will be
balance on the edge?
questionable. You probably have to make a roll for it.
I'm very
If you want to
small,
end your turn there, you probably have to make your.
but if I don't want to end my turn there.
Well, it is floating about 30 feet up in the air,
Oh, I didn't know
so
that.
you wouldn't be able to reach it.
Oh, I thought it was
anyway.
just above the water. Okay.
No.
Okay,
Any of its tentacles, like
Oh,
swaying
yeah, only
around?
tentacles dangling.
No. It's 10 foot. A 10-foot box, effectively 30
So,
feet up. So
As a monk, how high can I jump? How do I work it out?
Oh god, it's your strength, but give me an acrobatics check if you want.
there's columns to run up.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that. If you do an acrobatics check against columns, you should be able to. You can jump off one and then attack it, but then you'd probably want to jump off it again and then hopefully grab onto the column.
Oh, it feels a bit dangerous.
It's something that if you roll badly, you could get really stuffed by it, but it's down to you.
I do have my parapet of wound closure. So,
Parapat.
parapet.
Always a great sign when you're looking to your periapter wound closure.
No parapet. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it!
All right, go ahead. Yeah, roll acrobatics.
Here we go.
How did you get there? Okay, yeah. So you scramble up the side of this column, jumping off onto the creature. You can hold onto the creature if you or you can try and jump off at the end of your turn. It's down to you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stunning strike.
Okay, so make an attack and stunning strike here.
Do I...
It's
it's when I hit, so I don't have to commit.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
this.
Like my
16?
Okay, that hits.
7. And then,
7. Okay,
And then do a con save, please.
that's an 11.
Yes!
It falls
what am I gonna
out
do
of
for
the
stunt? Well, you guys watch as this creature just sort of just plops into the water.
Brilliant.
Just a little poppy, like fucking jellyfish at the middle of the water. Then.
Does it float?
Actually, I'm just gonna roll to see what happens. Sure. Yeah, it just begins to bob in the water. Like it goes into the water, it goes like splashes, like bits of sewage and mess and whatever goes all over the place. Morna, make a acrobatics check to now grab onto the pillar on the way back. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to make the DC mega high on that. But yeah, and then you just see as it just rises back up and just starts bobbing in there like a sort of like a turd. Just sort of like stunned. It's like completely just fucked, basically.
Yes. Okay, and I'm gonna hit it again with my extra attack. Well, do I get advantage? Because it's stunned?
Yeah.
So what, you can like jump on top of it or something?
No, well, if it's bobbing on the top, I assume I can reach
Okay,
it from the side.
okay.
Yeah, you can sort of
Yeah.
just about reach it. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage. 11, nice.
Very nice.
And then bonus attack. I guess if I can do a bonus attack, I'm gonna do a lot of jumping
Yeah, good.
around. Yeah, okay.
I'll let you. You're a monk.
8, and then I'm gonna just I'm gonna run away.
Okay. Okay. All right, Scrimshaw.
all right. Bow again.
Okay.
No
Yeah, you
more.
knock it.
Is it? Do you get disadvantage?
Advantage
Okay.
because he's stunned.
Is it
Not
just
that it matters.
prone?
Well, he's immune to prone, so
Oh, right.
Is it
so
auto
it's-
crits?
No. Though
only if it's melee.
Only if it's a melee.
Oh no, it's paralyzed. Sorry, yeah, paralyzed, not stunned.
Oh, sorry. Actually, take 3 away from that and add
47.
1. So minus 2.
Right. So what is that in total? That's 15 plus 8. Oh, he's dead. Yeah. So it bobs up to the ceiling. Its eyes like vibrating as it's stunned, and you just stick one right in the center of its eye, and it just begins to descend under the water again.
If it matters, that also makes it prone.
It is immune to prone even after death. Okay,
Wow.
so you guys,
Went well.
so the dead body of the mind flayer just completely wrecked by this arrow. You watch as the arrow just begins to disintegrate into ash.
Oh, well, there goes about 2,000 gold.
I have a question. Is this
Yes?
big boy in the middle?
Yeah.
Is he the one that I saw in my dreams?
No.
Oh, didn't realize you were asking.
Oh,
no.
You just saw an eye in your dreams. This was a creature made up of many eyes, but you make a religion check, Mona, actually. Yeah, you know it wasn't that. You don't really know what it was. Like, it does look like a beholder. You have heard stories of beholders. Maybe it was just a corrupted beholder, corrupted by mind flayer.
Wait, this one looks like a beholder, or the one I saw in my dream looked like a beholder. Yeah, it seemed a bit beholdery.
Ritok, it's okay. You can come out.
No, I want to fight me.
The sun's coming down.
Sun's getting low.
Right, Retok's rage fades, Vondal's aversion fades, Scrimshaw Almavagathus remains, I think.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys inspecting inside this room is a desk that has a few little bits of pieces of paper on it. You can't move in.
Did you just go in the? Yeah. Thanks.
I was just positioning myself so I could see and not block everyone.
That's okay. So there's this sort of ring of energy around the room on the floor. You can't really see any effects of what happens if you were to step over, but generally rings of energy around a room aren't amazing.
Everybody stand back. I've got an idea. I'm going to see if it's safe.
Okay, I'm
Everybody
gonna stand to the other
well
side.
back.
Yeah, I forgot I had a dag. That blink dag.
Oh yeah, that would have been perfect.
Well, too bad.
You may want to take a step back there, Mona, behind me. Yeah, we go. I'd like to throw a javelin at the, sort of into the room, not at that big orange thing, but
yeah,
just sort of into the
just
room.
past the line.
Yeah. Do I need to roll
so
to throw a javelin into?
No, don't be silly. He's like rolled actual one. Oh, I have to hit Ritok. Yeah, you just lob the javelin into the room, and it just evaporates on this invisible force field, and it just turns into dust basically.
Don't go in there.
Brilliant.
Oh. Okay. Wait.
So I'll
Stand
take
back.
a
So I assume that's as it goes over.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can see on this desk?
Yeah, there's a few pieces of paper.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
By the way, in the center of the room, you see this large crystal suspended from the ceiling. That's what it is. It's suspended from the ceiling, and all the wires seem to go into it.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand and try and grab any papers that are on the desk outside the ring.
No, the desk is inside the ring. It's just the effect of.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't put the desk on a tile. It snapped to a tile. So.
I'll cast Mage. In which case, actually, I'll cast Mage Hand inside the ring, so it at no point has to go through it.
Okay. So you cast it, and vroom, it fades, almost like some sort of anti-magic field.
Can I investigate the corpse of the mind flayer and take out the arrow of abjuration?
No,
It turned into dust.
Oh, beg your pardon. Oh, the whole mind flayer.
The arrow did.
Okay, but can I the corpse of the mind flayer to see if there's any notes or anything at all that might?
Yeah, make an investigation check. Ooh, 32! Holy shit!
Oh, I think that should be a 31.
Yeah, I think it should be 31.
Yeah,
I think I need to change this.
5 and then 3 doubled.
Yeah.
You cheating me? What's going
Though
on?
I assume the results of a 31 and a 32 are probably the same.
It's also a natural
Yes.
20, so.
I have to give you something that I had not expected to give you yet, but that's fine.
Sorry.
Well, no, I thought you'd get it later in this session, but I guess you'll get it now. So, on a high investigation check later, whilst looking around the room, you would have found this, Gideon.
Excited.
Okay. Guys, there's something on the Mind Flayer's body.
Ooh.
I'll bring it over and read it out to you.
Yeah.
I'll read it out to you. I can do it in dramatic prose if you want, or
Yeah, do it. Give me some drama. I need some.
Okay, I kind of put on a gruff word for Lord Blackfire. As the representative of the Grave Mind, I am to be your principal point of contact. I am glad we could come to an agreement in our mutual opposition to the recently increased influence of the Black Hand. The ring will soon be completed, and when it is, I shall give you and your family notice to flee the city until our plan is done. Despite recent drawbacks, the current ETA is the 40th day of spring in your calendar. Once the ring has been fired, we shall move on to another city. You can use your clockwork machines to rebuild. I only ask that you refrain from attempting to send anything but your clockwork machines down into the sewers. My pets will attack anything with a pulse. Yours, Azarakan.
Bastard.
So I guess we just became an enemy of Lord Blackguard.
Well, he didn't like us anyway.
Lord Blackfire.
Lord Blackfire.
He especially won't like us when we kidnap his son. Ugh, dick.
So I'm guessing the Grave Mind is the what the professor was saying was the Elder Brain. As the representative of the Grave Mind, maybe not actually, but perhaps to be your principal point of contact. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And it
Should be in
seems.
your journal now.
Oh, it's in everyone's journal now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could come to an agreement on our mutual opposition to the recently increased influence of the Black Hand. Well, that's interesting. So it seems even the denizens of the deep were against the Black Hand. The ring will soon be completed, and when it is, I shall give you and your family notice to flee the city until our plan is done.
Basil was still in the city, like earlier today or yesterday. I lost track of the time at this point, but he's still in the city.
This
So
date, by the way, is the 28th day of spring.
Yeah, so this is like 12 days
When was
before it's.
the festival thing, the competition?
35th.
35th. Yeah.
We need to destroy this ring.
Yes.
Any idea how we do that?
I'm going to reach the mage hand up to the wires on the ceiling, and just try and yank.
Okay.
Try and yank
Make
them.
a strength check on behalf of your mage hand.
So,
We'll take
what-
that.
what-
using my spellcast ability modifier.
What
So
is
charisma check.
what is the
Oh, the
what is the limit
amount
to
they
the-
can lift.
yeah, because that will be the amount of force. it
Not
can
a
exert.
lot. Can't carry more than 10 pounds.
Okay, so 10 pounds of force. Probably like you can try. Like it sort of starts yanking at it, and it does begin to disconnect it from its supports up onto the ceiling. But you know,
Does anybody
rip
else
them
have a
apart.
mage hand? Gideon.
I don't have a mage hand.
Oh,
All right. Well, how high is the ceiling? Was it 20 feet?
yeah, about 30 feet. But it goes sort of down along the wall here.
Oh, okay.
The room, so it is within handling distance.
All right. I'm gonna whittle change my thing into like a hand axe. My weapon into a hand axe, so something suitable for chopping, and just go at it.
Big old chop. All right, make an attack roll.
I'll just use that. +1.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the wires shatter, and this sort of like beam of lightning just goes, just like it expands everywhere. But it just begins to descend, and you see the pillars begin to sort of turn off.
Is there still any glowing, or is it all?
There's still glowing from within the actual pool of stuff from below, like the green glow. But the actual glowing from the pillars is no longer there.
Okay. I'm gonna try and put a mage hand through the ring again.
Okay. It still does the same.
Wonder if this is being. Maybe the energy in that thing's being built up rather than maintained.
Is there any way we could reverse the flow of the energy? I mean, it seems to be. Is it like? Does it seem like in that room that the energy is all kind of coalescing inside the big?
Yeah, the wires sort of lead into it.
Yeah.
Does the gem look like the giant tilestone that we saw before? Is it just the
no?
model?
This one just looks like quite a well sort of well crafted. It has sort of edges, and that has been chipped away at and turned into this sort of quite beautiful sort of orange gem that is holding the energy. If it is a tilestone, you've never seen anything like it before.
I want it when the mind flayer came through the door. I assume he came from within the ring, which means that he could pass through. Morna, you don't think that you could pass through?
I'm not gonna try. Thanks, but no
I think I've proven that going through that is not a good idea.
Well, no, but sometimes these energy fields, you can allow certain things through. For instance, the mind flayer.
Okay. Shall we try to throw his body through and see what happens?
Maybe just poke a leg.
That's a really good idea. Let's
Don't want to disintegrate
Ritok.
anything that's on the body.
can we move the mind flayer's body
Ritok would like to pick
the line?
Yeah.
my flare up
Okay.
above his
Wait, before you do that, I'm just gonna like strip all its clothes off so we can like fully search those.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're into, Scrimstraw, but keep it to yourself.
I'm thinking
What
maybe
do you
our
mean?
helmets
I
could
don't
protect
understand.
us, but I'm not ready to try.
Okay, I'm gonna take a step back
Okay.
and Ritok will throw him through.
Right.
we just
Watch out,
gonna,
throws
like-
the naked mind flayer.
Yeah.
The mind flayer just passes through unaffected.
Well, it's just we do have these hats on. Maybe the hats can like keep us safe.
I mean, there's nothing particularly special about them. The fact
I'm going
that-
to tear off a bit of the mind flayer's clothing and just throw that through.
Some of it passes through, and some of it sort of evaporates.
I don't know about this.
Can I keep performing that test and see if there's any pattern to what's getting left?
Yeah, make an intelligence check. You summarize that anything that has like bits of mind flayer's blood on it tends to be okay.
Oh shit!
Ah, bollocks.
Oh,
Well, I thought we were just putting a leg through it.
so did
The
I.
whole thing's in there now.
There can't be
What
it.
about
The tentacle thing in the middle?
Yes.
That's like
All right.
what you look over at. The camera pans over as it just goes into the water, just sinking in there.
All right, let's go haul it out.
You fancy a dip,
Okay, I'm gonna make my.
Is the current still
What item's
Yeah.
best for fishing out things?
mage hand? I don't know.
You have
what kind of
you all have
weapon?
50 feet of rope each.
We can like jam it against. How do I put
Can I
it?
make it into a harpoon?
Harpoon. Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna
Take your little.
conjure a harpoon.
Mhm.
Just with my
Yeah.
my thing. Tie some rope to the end. and launch
Okay, what? Just into the water?
into the water at the body,
You can't really see the body at this point.
where I would imagine it would have gone.
Okay,
Just like in the middle, straight down.
sure. Make a ranged attack roll with disadvantage. Okay, the harpoon sinks down, but it does like you feel it actually bounces off the thing, but because it's kind of deep, the harpoon doesn't have enough velocity to actually pierce the skin as it goes down that far.
Let's reel it in. Try again.
Can I ask what the purpose of this is?
So we
Get
can
the
cover
blood
ourselves
out of
in
it
their
and
blood.
see if it work.
I see. Right. Okay. fine.
There is another solution.
Okay, yeah, you just about managed to feel it sinks in, and the sort of the hook of the harpoon seems to have, this doesn't seem to budge much when you give it a yank.
All right, Ritok, Vondel, give me a hand here.
Come on.
It'd be like that scene at the start of Les Mis.
Richard can help pull this up.
Okay, if Ritok just makes a strength check with advantage.
Why can't Vondel?
Well, whoever has more, down to you.
It's probably Richard. Oh, well, you see, he's... Move aside, you stupid one.
It takes a little while, but you just about manage to hold on to it. It's quite slimy and quite sewagey, and you just about manage to pull it up, and eventually, poof, it just flops. Like the big body of it is quite heavy, but you manage to grab hold of your tentacles as well, pull it onto the side, and sprawled out around you.
Oh, I hate this, but I feel like I'm probably going to be the one that has to cover themselves in the blood, aren't I?
I'm gonna just like tear off a bit of cloth.
If you're
I've
not
been touched by the
comfortable,
mind flare.
if you're not comfortable with going through it, I can give it a go.
I do
A bit
have
of dry
one
cloth, coat
one
that
more-
in its blood.
better solution. We could always ask Professor Metherick.
Oh yeah, do I still have the amulet? I can't remember.
No, he took the amulet back.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah,
we asked him in
yeah.
Marathan, right? I mean, technically, we could get the
That's
the
true.
Maybe we could convince
I mean,
him
he's
to
a
come
mind
down
flayer.
here with us.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think you'd leave the tower.
I'm gonna will the inn to appear.
Okay. So
Maybe.
as you look into the sort of shadowy corner, you do see the shack.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
The far thing.
wait here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go in.
Well, as you begin to walk over to it, Johan comes out. Yes, hello. You. We saw that you might have needed some assistance.
Yeah, we can't get through the barrier to get rid of the gem.
It's rather strange.
we need Professor Metherick, Johan. We think he might be able to get through.
Professor Metherick won't come out of the tower.
It's of a matter of grave importance, so he does.
This is life or death, Johan. This is exactly what he would want to know. I'm telling you now.
Well, we do have a
make
possible.
persuasion check.
Make a what? Sorry.
Persuasion check. Anyway, what are you going to say, Scrimshaw?
I'm saying we do have a possible way. I'm just going to try out the thing. Like take off a bit of cloth, cover it in the blood of the tentacle beholder thing, and try and chuck that across the ring.
Okay. As you check it through, yeah, it goes through.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm
I
gonna
think we have our way.
gonna smear some blood on my little finger.
Oh god.
Oh, I have a question. When we put through something through it, did it disappear as it went in, or did the whole thing disappear as it touched the
As it touched it, it just turns into ash, basically.
the whole thing touched it? And turned into
No,
ash?
it, like as it crosses
As
the
it went
boundary.
through. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick my little finger through while it's covered in blood. Only
Just
the tip. Only the tip.
Before that happens,
Just the tip.
Does Professor
Who has the longest fingernails?
Yeah.
Johan is steadfast. He comes over to you. He inspects the thing. He says, "Fine, but Professor Methrick will not leave the tower. The influence of the influence of the Elder Brain is too much for him, even with his mask on."
Do you think we can get through here with our mask on?
So Mona, you stick your little finger through, and with the blood on it, it's fine.
Right, let's get bloody! Ritok,
Alright.
after you, my friend. Ritok,
I'm just gonna say, I feel like Ritok, even though he is the strongest, he'll probably take the most blood to cover.
well, all Ritok's going to do is he's going to make more blood for everyone.
Right, let's lather up, boys.
Can Ritok like cut a couple of the tentacles up and like just cleave at the
God,
body?
this is
Spray
horrific.
blood everywhere.
Sure. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, he just goes. Just blood splatters everywhere. Sort of strange purple blood covers the walls.
I'm gonna like.
Don't waste it. Don't waste it.
I'm gonna get in a bit of the body and like Star Wars style. And like.
No,
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Yeah.
The Hoff thing, yeah, you're about with the camel.
Yeah. Gonna go in like
Camel?
that.
Oh, it's
my
whatever
head.
it's called.
Okay.
Rub myself all over with it. And then try and go back in very, very slowly. One finger at a time at first.
Okay. So, are you all going in, or is there an order of you going in? or...
I'd like to go in behind.
I will be lathering myself up.
We're all
Pinky's-
lathering up.
Pinky's out first, guys. Just
I'm going to
check.
also cover my mage hand in it.
That doesn't work.
Johan,
Unfortunately.
you don't happen to think of any other way that we could possibly do this?
I mean, if you're the smart one.
But
Johan's
Johan's been
laughing.
around for a lot longer than I have.
He's
I'm only
like,
just starting.
he says, "Be right back. I'll just ask." And he goes back in the tower. But Mona, you stick your fine. Your hand in. It's okay. Yeah, you go in. Your whole arm in. Seems to be fine. Your top half of your body, and you just quickly brush across, like just as not to scare, as not as for the effect to not wear off.
Vonda would like to do the same, please.
Vondel, immediately your hand. Ah, shit!
Bollocks!
like you look at your pinky and like half an inch is like melted off.
Vondel, you need to get the
Guys.
blood on you.
I did.
It's
Yeah,
probably
I-
not the blood.
I think we know what this is.
This is bollocks.
I'm not gonna.
Like you can like see the bone sticking out.
Okay. Lay our hands to heal.
What
Yeah,
hands?
it covers up like your pinky finger now. It's like in 3 parts. It's now in 2. So even if you lay it on hands, you sort of cover up the thing, but you're still missing a little bit of your pinky.
Well,
Like,
that's
you guys wash up. Guess I didn't need the blood to get through. I say dripping.
So it seems you are connected to the Elder Brain, and that's what gives you access to it. Seems that was right.
Yeah.
Now what though?
I'm gonna go and see what's on the desk.
Yeah, make an investigation check. From what you can see, they're just sort of like unwritten pieces of paper, and some like things in deep speech for what you can't really understand very much. Under the desk, there's sort of like a couple of like shelves, but they're locked. Not shelves, like drawers.
I'm gonna try and pick them.
Yeah, make a thieves tool check. Are you proficient with thieves tools?
I am indeed, because I'm a criminal.
Oh, cool. Yeah. It unlocks, and it's actually connected to the other one from the other side of the desk, and you notice that it's actually one big drawer that's under the desk. And as you pull it open, it's this long javelin that has this sort of like almost like Thor's lightning sort of coming off the top of it is sort of like a barbed javelin.
Ooh. Very fancy.
Do I have any idea what I could do?
It can retrieve things from whirlpools.
You don't have a clue. No,
Okay.
not really. Yeah.
Found anything?
This thing, I'm gonna pick it up
Ooh!
and wave it around.
It could always replace the one that Vondel just lost.
Yeah, does it look like the one that the arrow of aberration slaying tool?
No, it doesn't look anything like it. It's sort of like it is made out of iron or steel, and it's very shiny, and it's sort of almost this like Damascus sort of hue to it, or like like a sort of light blue sheen as it's sort of lit up.
And it's definitely not a quarterstaff.
No, it's a javelin almost.
Morna, if you bring it over here, I can try and identify it if you
I
want.
don't really want to put it through the thing. Have you
Okay.
tried to destroy the pillars yet? Or anything, maybe?
Well, they stopped working. It's
How
just
do you know?
Destroy?
well,
Right?
Scrimshaw destroyed the wires, didn't he?
Ritok,
that's-
Vondel, you know what to do.
Okay, so you hear like you hear smashing as Vondel and Ritok just start smashing up these. So that's going to take you a little time to completely just destroy them. But
Did you
Mona and everyone else. Johan's still gone. And you
I'm
look
gonna
over and the
control
oak bull is actually gone.
Oh.
I'm going to conjure a war pick to hand over to Ritok.
Thank you!
Something more effective for doing
What's
this.
about me?
I can only
I
do
thought it
one.
had to be. Isn't it like
Let's go,
it has to be stay within 10 feet of you or something?
I think if it goes out of my range for like an hour or a minute.
Oh,
or
Also,
so.
he's
right.
got a
Right,
great axe. I've got a sword.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine.
Okay, swap.
No, you get the little one.
Right, so yeah, Mono, what do you want to do?
Just gonna. So, what can I see now? I'm closer up.
It's this like large circular stone room with this sort of almost like faintly glowing red slash orangey stone that is supported from the roof by these sort of four chains that sort of cradle it from below, but it's supported to the roof. The chains go over it basically, and then there's the desk, and that's it.
There's lots of wires, right, going into it.
Yes, and there's wires coming from the ceiling into the top of it.
Oh, I don't have anything sharp. I've got the dagger.
What about the javelin?
Oh yeah. I feel like maybe if it's a lightning vibes, if I'm getting from it right.
Yeah,
be
it seems very
special.
lightningy.
I don't want to just throw it in. And also, why would they keep something right next to the thing that would destroy it? Seems
Just
silly
in
to me.
case.
Well, I mean that it was locked.
Okay, I'm gonna try and cut some of the wires.
On the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. So you scramble up to the top of the crystal. Cut a few wires. You just seem to have cut wires that have already been cut, effectively. Sort of slicing through them. So you notice now that you're looking at the top of the thing, there is this sort of box almost where the wires go in, and then they somehow get converted into energy for the crystal to.
Okay, I'm just
Deal
gonna
with.
carry on chopping till
Okay,
I get
just
through all
chop.
of them.
Chop. Yeah, you chop off the box and rip it off and tear it off and throw it off the side. And now you just got a crystal, but it's still glowing.
After what happened last time, I don't really want to just
Especially in a circle where no one can help you.
No
suppose the
one can
circle
help you,
Will
circle.
we go down if the crystal did smash?
How's the pillar smashing going, by the way?
Well, I've got my wound closure thing, and I feel like if I took a big blow, probably wouldn't die. Let me read it.
It would have to be a very big blow. It would have to do twice your health.
Yeah, she has extra maximum HP. as well.
And you're at full health.
This
Mona,
is getting metagamey though, to be fair.
Mona, would you mind
Yeah.
if you get the chance dragging the Mind Flayer's body back over? I have a a worst case solution if something does go wrong to you.
Drag the body back over and give it to Scrimshaw.
You flop it across the boundary.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna assume to this flopping naked.
I'm not even going to go into describing what sort of weird ass tentacles are below the waist. It's like fucking Dr. Zoidberg or something over here. Yeah, you flop him over.
Thank you.
And there's no papers to say what the weapon might be.
Could I do like detect magic on it or something? Would that help? Warner?
Yeah. If you come up to the.
Can I do it from this range or not?
You can. Well, you can cast detect magic from that range if you want.
Or could I cast identify on the crystal in the middle?
Oh no, cast identify on this, and we can see if it will destroy it.
Okay.
Can I do
cast
it?
identify and
From-
bloom.
Sorry, beg your pardon.
It identified it doesn't pass the boundary.
Okay. That's a spell slot done. Yeah.
Alright, maybe hand it through this time.
I'm scared.
I don't have any level. I don't have enough energy to do that again.
Okay, what if it can't pass through the barrier?
I just say keep it in there, Morna.
Should I just try and lob it at this thing and see what happens?
You can give it a go.
Do it!
Morna, I
Yeah,
trust you.
you're just smashing as like you've moved on to the next couple of pillars now.
I am a dwarf and indeed.
I know I haven't known you long, Morna, but I trust you to do this. And if something bad does happen,
Well, remember you.
we'll be here for it. And I'm not going anywhere.
We can put you in Methric's grave.
I'm gonna throw this thing at the thing.
Okay, make a range attack range attack then. So actually, it's strength javelins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So make a attack with your strength modifier. That was awful. It's sort of like you throw it and it just arcs over the top of the crystal and just like embeds itself on the other side of the wall. It very closely almost rolls in.
Would you like to give it another go?
Yeah, I might just go and get that dragon.
Okay. All right, I'm not going to make you roll a whole bunch. So, yeah, eventually the javelin hits the crystal, and this like large crack spreads through it, and then suddenly just turns into sort of like shards of glass as it begins to rock off this cradle and just collapses onto the ground, shattering around the place. And you just hear and like as these sort of like weird ethereal white swirls come, and it goes, and you watch as these rings, this ring thingy, it drops. Bloop.
Yeah.
And all these white swirls just begin to swirl larger and larger and larger, and then go all the way up. I can't get rid of all of these without deleting the actual map by accident. Anyway, oh, there you go.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Alright, next.
Yeah, so these swirls like sort of rise up and disappear into the roof.
Alright, guys, we got it. Well, Morna got it. You don't need to do that anymore.
I am a dwarf
Hey.
and indeed.
It seems to make you happy though, so I guess we'll just keep doing it.
Diggy hole.
Yeah, so
I didn't
you
take any
can
damage or anything.
only to your mental health.
Oh no.
Is the crystal? Are there any shards left?
The shards sort of like turned into this white ethereal stuff.
Oh, so it's
It almost looked like the souls of the people that had thingy reaching out into the
Okay.
Kind of creepy.
Can I? Did we hear this happening?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna come back.
I feel like we should get out of here
Hey!
as soon as possible.
You did it!
Well, we know there's.
As you say that, you hear a like
that's the
this sort of
automaton.
rumbling. You hear this sort of rumbling from below you, like, and then you see cracks just begin to show in the wall.
Can we run?
Yeah,
just
we're
in
right.
this area.
Well, as you come out the door, you start to see lumps of.
Okay,
sort
sure.
of-
It'd be nice if the tower. It'd be nice if the entrance to the tower appeared somewhere around here.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Hello, I really
Next
want the oak. Please,
It's
I'm
just
willing.
I really want the oak
all
bowl.
around you. As you look, the oak ball's over here. Right over. You open up the door.
You jump.
Weirdly, it stays like a shack in these sort of confined conditions. You open up the door and you're there, back within the tower again.
I like the thought of me and Fondle just dripping blood everywhere.
My fucking finger.
Okay, are we back in the oak ball now?
Sure are.
Okay.
So, you make your way back up the top of the. Why is that so loud now? Jesus.
Hardly.
Music's overlapping.
I had to refresh
Yeah,
it.
you've got to refresh.
Okay.
Yeah, so you make your way back up to the top, where Johan is sort of like still talking to Professor Methrick. Professor Methrick is like, I will not go out of there as you guys walk in, like covered in sewage, dust, like a layer of like white fine powder.
Oh.
I'm just casting prestidigitation on us in sequence to unsoil us. So it's all right. It's all right.
Rachel kind of grabs your hand and goes, "No." They talk like blood.
Fondle like covered in disgusting purple blood and entrails.
Okay, I'll
You can clean
on
these.
myself. I'll just clean off the other guys. Yeah, so we managed it. Morna, mostly.
Yep.
She was able to pass through. Turned out it was not as a result of covering her in the blood.
Professor Methrick turns to Johan and says, I told you it wouldn't be!
You could have told us. And I'm just going to like hold up Vondel's little finger.
I got an owie. Lost my little finger. Or the tip of it, anyway.
Ooh.
Anyway, we destroyed it. So that shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's definitely a plus. Hopefully that lessens the influence of the Elder Brain in this town. For now, anyway.
Did the javelin disappear?
No.
Oh, sick. Do I still have it?
Yes.
Sick.
Professor Methrick, is there any way to check to see if Morna is still being influenced or is being influenced by the Elder Brain?
The influence of the Elder Brain will only work on turning someone into a Mind Flayer if there is either the Elder Brain near or enough influence of the Mind Flayers near. Hopefully destroying the Dread Ring will have solved that issue.
And is your Elder Brain known as the Grave Mai?
Where did you hear that?
Zarakan, he said it while we were fighting him.
Yes, this is what this particular Elder Brain described himself as, yes. Called himself.
Wait.
Or itself, I should say.
Sorry, was that Scrimshaw?
I should like go up close to Gideon. It's like, do you not want to show them the note?
In time. I mean,
Well, if I just go
I'll
to
trust
sleep
you.
tonight, I might have another dream where the Elder Brain comes and tells me off.
You don't get the influence of the Elder Brain inside of the tower anyway.
Oh yeah, that's a big point, isn't it? I mean, I could sleep outside. See what happens.
Be like Gideon, get kidnapped.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so, Massa says, Well, that was that's great. That's good to hear that you managed to take down everything to do with that. Hopefully, then now we won't have to deal with that issue.
Yes. Do you know if they have, well, what capabilities they'd have to rebuild? Is this just a setback, or do you think we're safe for now?
You can never truly stop these mind flayers and whatever. Professor Methrick says without killing the Elderbrain itself, but he isn't the most powerful of them, and for some reason he wants to target this city. It's going to take him a while anyway to come back, and hopefully by then the strangers will have dealt with the Black Hand and will have more abilities to fight down in the sewers again.
Alright. If you don't mind, it might be good if we retreat to our rooms for, well, I suppose what there is of rooms in this place. And take a little, take 5. And just kind of give a look over at Gideon.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay,
Good
and
time.
I'd like to just head off into a private room.
Mhm.
So, why not show them the note?
I mean, I've only been with you guys a while, and I'm starting to trust you. But I think we're casting our net a bit wide. I think we need to be careful. If we give out too much information or show up all our cards to everyone, then we could be doing, we don't know who these people are. And I mean, I can only, maybe I am quite hard to trust people, and I'm kind of getting there with you guys. But I can't trust these guys as well right now. We need to be careful.
I think with our involvement with them so far, we're already in as deep as we can be. Showing them this, if anything, it might help them in preventing us from getting in deeper. If that makes sense.
I mean, I'm not going to get into semantics, but you did just say we're already in as deep as we can get. What does it matter?
Well, I'm not good at these things. I don't really see any harm in showing it to them.
Look, I appreciate, but you're not a human.
Well,
Ooh.
I thought that didn't matter.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Scrimshaw. I snap. It's just things have happened in the past, and I struggle to trust people. I kind of throw the note across the room. Do with it as you must. Clearly, you're a lot more trustworthy than I am. Trusting to people than I am.
Okay. I'll come back out with a note.
Okay.
And wait, and while we were down there, we found a letter from
Who are you talking to?
Dragon Girl and the Professor. I assume that they're still out there together.
Right. Okay.
Just the in my head, there's just like a table with the people of the tower there
They're just
to go back to.
Yeah,
Obviously,
sure. Okay.
just awaiting our return. Or
Yeah, they're like just chatting amongst themselves.
yeah, because they're NPCs, so they don't move.
Yeah, they don't do anything. Yeah, fair enough. They don't. To be fair, 3,000. She is a need. Like 3,000 years in a town. Like,
I mean, where they got to be?
anyway.
They got nowhere to go.
Yeah. Anyway, so
And I'll just kind of hand them the note to read themselves.
okay, Master takes the note and says, "Oh, well. So the Mind Flayers had something to do with the nobility."
I'm afraid so.
That wouldn't surprise me. They sink to lower and lower levels almost daily.
It does baffle me though that the Lord Blackfire would. You know, I've seen. I imagine people being hungry for power, but to wipe out all of your people, that just seems bizarre.
Yuan pipes up. He says, "Or maybe they are so scared of the Black Hand that they would destroy a whole town to stop them getting power."
Burning down a building just to kill some mice? What? Who does that?
Massa says, "Well, it would explain why they've been so strange recently with their power grabs. They must be planning something." My friend Father Bound hopefully will know something about what they've been up to. I for myself, all I know is what people tell me. But after hearing about what the Black Hand have been doing, it's clear that they want power and they want to take over the city. And hopefully, we can stop them before they do that.
How would we do that? Their numbers, well, from I can gather, their numbers are quite large, and we are but a few.
Well, the note says
you can't really leave this tower.
Well, the note says that the nobility aren't a big fan of them. Maybe an alliance with them might work. Just until the Black Hand are destroyed.
Basil does owe us a favour.
I'm not sure he'll see it that way.
Well, we'll have to make him see it that way.
We could always kidnap him.
I am used.
No.
No. I know you don't like him. None of us really do.
Ritok smash head?
No smash.
Okay.
I do have experience in ingratiating myself to someone who I do not actually like.
Wow, alright.
What?
Is this your way of telling us that you don't like us?
No. God, you guys treat me like royalty compared to what I'm used to. Yeah, for half a millennium, I was practically a slave. Do you really think that someone that cooks up a monster in their lab and uses it as their servant, puts horns on it to, position just so you can keep a dinner tray on its head? Do you really think that they're going to treat them well?
Alright, buddy. Calm down.
What do you think these things are for? They're for carrying things.
Like a dinner plate?
Yes.
Oh.
I would sit by his chair while he put a dinner plate on my head to eat from.
It's not very practical. I
Well,
think
that's
it'd be
not
better.
how he saw it.
I think it'd be better for keys or something like that.
Fondle, you're not helping.
Sorry, getting distracted.
Anyway, I'm used to putting up with that kind of shit. I can put up with a little more from Basil.
I've been thrown out a window, so I don't really mind. I get a little bit of abuse from Basil.
Okay.
I just don't like being stepped on.
But
No one
anyway,
does.
Massa sort of pipes up and says, "Listen, at least the immediate worry has been sorted out. Enjoy a little bit of downtime. Maybe learn what you can. But I as long as you talk to Father Bound for me, get whatever information that he might have, pass the letter on that I gave you. We can just take it slow from here. I don't think the Black Hand will do anything too soon. It's taken them quite a long time to get brave enough to kill an Inquisitor. Never mind try and take over a whole town. So enjoy yourselves. You've earned a bit of rest.
You see, the last time we went in public, the Black Hand accosted us.
Maybe it's worth sending him. Is it maybe worth sending him a message or something? I don't know.
A
Where's
message.
their base?
Well, we know that they run the Mayhelm,
Hmm.
and we've seen Khaira there.
Maybe we could have a nice rest here, and then have a surprise waiting for them and the Mayhelm in the morning.
We do also need to pay our bill.
Just maybe.
Just as a thought.
But
We also, just as a suggestion when we get the chance, the old lady that paid us up front to try and find her husband may want to pay her a visit and say that he's dead.
good idea.
Because otherwise we kind of just took money from a little old desperate lady and just kind of never came back.
And your honor ceases to surprise me, Vondel.
Yeah, so what we could do is during the day, when there's no one asleep, just burn down the Mayhelm. That would send a message.
No.
What?
They have unlimited drinks for 5
I was going along, thinking more along the lines of there being innocent people in there.
Well, that's why I said during the day.
Oh, and that, yeah, and there's
Well,
some
do you-
people
what,
burning.
You would burn someone just for being a day drinker?
No, we
You
start the fire
drinker.
small, and then get someone to shout fire, so they all leave.
How about just
Would they
not
not just put it
fire?
out? Wait, no. Why am I trying to make this work? No, we're not doing this.
We're not burning down the Mayhelm.
They already want us dead. We might
It's
as
not the
well.
Mayhelm. It's the
message.
Black Hand.
Yeah,
Mayhelm
but
is
they
just an
own
inn.
it. Yeah, but they own it.
That doesn't make them all evil in there. The barmaids aren't necessarily bent on
The
terrorizing.
mermaids are
But
beautiful.
It would send them a message. It would send them a message.
Is messages of war the message we want to send? I thought the message was, we have
will-
cleared out your biggest threat.
They will
Don't
triple
kill
their-
us.
They will triple their efforts to
Mhm.
find us and kill us if we do
Well,
not.
let's-
They don't know us.
They will
let's-
definitely
They
know.
suspect.
Guys, let's sleep on this.
Fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
we've had a long day, and I need to have a think about some things. And
So do
sleep.
I. Can we have a long rest, please?
Sure, you can take your rest, and maybe that's a good time to stop here. That's 10 p.m.
Do we
Exactly.
we lose our temporary hit points, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be 8 hours, so.
And how many
Can't
hit
wait.
dice do I get back?
Half your level rounded up.
Ritok took 0 damage.
Unless you sleep in full armor, like plate armor. Well,
James will be delighted.
See, I kept him alive. Bondel didn't take any damage in that fight either.
I took 6 points off of my temporary hit points.
falling damage.
I think
How much did I do in that one hit?
is the recording off.
It was like 80 or something. Okay, so yeah, we'll stop there. Thanks for coming, guys.
No
Thank you.
worries.
No problem.
Cheers.
I need to go to bed. Had fun though.
Good night.
Right.